But I'm gonna fuck around and make my whole fucking album distorted, and they gonna be like that boy edgy as fuck. Yeah, fuck. TCAP 803.
Coming heavy with the weight and feel. Wonder if the hoes in Jesus' handheld. Give a fuck how a man feel. Whole world at a standstill, stigmatized. Donald Trump, they will not criticize. Still question Obama like my nigga lied. White girls boosting so my dick can ride. Out here switching sides. Crossing ship to mind the window cause they living blind. And they sold that, show it. I swear my flow, how I'm potent. How these hoes got open and you know Pop's joking. If he expect forgiveness, I'm one of your seven victim. Hell's free of heaven's prison. These are split decisions. And I think I give the misses what I give the masses. My whole all there, no walls. I ain't kissing asses, the shit, and I don't stop. Don't stop. She ain't bars, the enemy, she won't call her. You didn't see her coming. People are screaming, running, baby, like babies. Why they didn't need enough to drive horsepower. Steven punching, smoking weed, I'm blunting. Notice these are stunning, ain't me like Jesus function. Eating knowledge, I got key consumption. Super Saiyan wanna be, I eat a peanut butter. Fuck your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is by the hour and I need 100. I see your ship and see it sunken. Missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love a hot box, a beaming bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker. She bring me, need me, so fucking here for long haul. Press hold if God calls.
Bananas. Hey,
He'll never learn.
No,
He'll never learn.
I had something about bananas that I wanted to talk about. That's why I started out with bananas. Have you seen the thing where it's like
I don't believe him either.
No. It's true. So like, have you seen the thing where it's like Anakin, but it's like Bananakin, and it's like Obi-Wan, but he's a potato. And it's like, it's over, Anakin. I have the higher potassium level, I have the higher potassium level. And Bananakin is like, you underestimate my potassium. And then like it shows like the stats, and potatoes actually have more potassium than bananas.
And that was Creighton describing a meme.
Rather than showing us.
Welcome to episode 144 of the Shirts Off Podcast. 144. The meaning of 144 is it generally signifies determination and hard work to build a solid foundation for your future security and the security of your family. This number also symbolizes new beginnings, efforts, diligence, determination, achieving success through work, leadership, motivation, and ambition. And the weather in Asotin County, Washington. Asotin.
That's my favorite Star Wars character.
Ahsoka County, Washington is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Precipitation is a whopping 1%, and the humidity 67. Welcome to the Shirts Off Podcast,
Welcome to the
Qatar.
Shirts Off Podcast, Charlie. I'm sorry, I'm still putting it in the song.
Yeah, I know you are. You had to interrupt my song with bananas
Because
and then badly describe to us a potassium meme. What? That hit hard with a whole maybe viewer. Day 144 of me telling Charlie to get sub badges. I'm Ace. I'm working on it. Okay?
I subscribe to all brands of funny.
I'm getting new. I already have new like overlays and shit. This is not how it's going to look in terms of where the cameras are, but this is going to be the overlay for the other podcast with my brother and our other friend. What?
When are we going to do the wide shot, or is that still?
I don't know. Dude, why do you keep asking me that? Like I didn't tell you 5 minutes
I know,
ago.
but like I want to talk about with everybody here, with all the family here, all our friends, so that way we can really get down to the nuts and bolts of it. I mean, would you guys rather see
the nuts and bolts of it?
Yeah.
Creighton, you're just saying, you're just filling in words. I've already told you. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to order a cord, and it'll be over there. Like, that's all it's going to be.
I want to see what angle they want to see us from. Like, do you guys want to see me on the right side and him on the left? Like,
they can't do that.
Or do you want to see
There's nowhere over here for that to work.
You want to see it where I'm on the right side and you're on the left.
You just said that twice.
No, I'm on the right. Wait.
You just said that twice. You said where I'm on the right and you're on the left. Or if I'm on the right and you're on the left.
Or
that's literally what you said.
Let's do it where if I'm on the left and you're on the right.
That's the only way we can do it. That's the only way the camera can get far enough away. You can't put it on anywhere on this wall.
I mean, we could do it the other way if we just switch chairs.
I'm never switching chairs with you. You fucking fool. You will never be in the command center.
This is the long game for me to get the chair.
You will never get the chair. You will never get on this side of the table. You will never be able to use the computer. You absolute
monster.
You absolute carnation. Wait, Creighton made a joke? I stopped listening to him once he said banana. That was a good choice. You didn't hear you didn't hear a terrible joke.
It was a potassium joke.
Fire. Just let me know when I can get on the podcast. Ace, listen. You come to my house, you're on the podcast. We'll do one. I'm there. Boom. I'm not doing any through Discord or Zoom.
Would you
or
make
anything.
out with Ace?
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted me to.
Like live on the stream?
Yeah, sure.
Would you do stuff with his nipples? Charlie, what I'm
Time to watch
asking-
two man-children argue over bullshit. Yep.
Charlie,
That's
what
good-
I'm
that's
asking
exactly
you
what's gonna
here
happen.
is like, would you tongue his nipples?
All right, time for me to go to bed. Good night, Ace. Good job reading the weather. Dare I say, in the words of the great American artist Post Malone, congratulations. Thank you.
Congratulations is what.
What?
Look at how they spell.
Oh, no, that was because I spelled it earlier in chat, but I misspelled it earlier.
Oh.
Were you here the whole time, I like to post Antichrist, and you saw that? How dare you? Thank you. I'm so glad you saw that. That's funny. So it's Zach and Ace. Huh?
What?
What should I get for dinner? From the,
What
wait,
should
so
you
it's
get for
Zach and Acer? What does that mean?
Zach and Acer.
Acer like the monitor? Zach like Galifianakis?
He's got to be like. No. He's talking about
I believe in you.
the guy that's here in chat. Zach.
Jack?
No, the guy Jack is one of them, but the guy named Zach is like
Who's Zach?
Zach or something like that with a Q.
Oh, Zopig?
Yeah,
Zopig?
Zopig. Yeah.
It's Zach and Ace. It's a typo, you baboon. Hey, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, How'd you
You
know I
are a
was a
baboon.
baboon? I'm not a baboon. If I'm a baboon,
Why are you saying?
if I'm a
why are you saying
baboon-
baboon weird? You're saying baboon.
That's
Like
how you
there's one O and then it's baboon with two O's.
I don't know. Oh, in a suit tonight. He's always in a suit. He wore one yesterday. It was just harder to tell.
Yeah.
Because sometimes his camera, like sometimes he pushes
Well,
his camera
also
down.
I'm
or up
wearing
a
a
little too
collared
much.
shirt today.
Yeah, so you like it
it really
highlights the
yeah.
fact that you're wearing a blazer.
Yeah.
He wears one every
It's
single podcast.
complimentary.
There's been a few podcasts where he started off in a shirt because he forgot to put the blazer on, but he's always had a blazer for each podcast.
It's the implication.
Dress to impress. That's his
I
motto.
told him one day what we should do is I wear
You
the
know the deal.
MFAM hoodie and you wear the blazer. And we
I'll do
see.
that. You never said that. I'll do that right
Do you
now.
want to do that? Right
I'll do that
now?
if you do that.
Okay.
You want to do it?
Yeah, sure.
We have to make sure they can't see us take
I
things
know,
off.
right? All right. Let's
Well,
just-
actually, hold on. I need a shirt if I'm gonna do it. I don't have a shirt on under this. Why the blazer, lobby boy? You wearing an MFAM hoodie? Yes, sir. Most of the time, I'm wearing MFAM
Yeah,
stuff.
he's
but,
always
like,
wearing MFAM
Most of my
merch.
clothes, like legitimately, more than half of my clothes are MFAM clothes.
Yeah.
Like I
like
don't
you're
even have
always
other clothes.
representing MFAM in some way. or
Take
another.
your shirt off during our graduation. If you go back and listen to the tape, you can hear Michael in the bleachers whenever I go up going, "Yeah, take your shirt off." He's like,
I have that somewhere.
I
and
do
that
too.
is
I-
now like
well, I say
6
I do.
years old.
actually, no, I don't have it. It burned up in the house because it was in
You
the
want
wall with
mine?
the money. No,
Do you want like a copy of mine?
sure. If you can make a copy, I'll take a
I
copy.
probably could get a copy from Learn TV. Like just sneak in there one day, put a blank disc in there, and duplicate.
We don't have
it.
to sneak anything. Quentin will do it for free. They have like
Do they still
hundreds.
have the duplicator?
Yeah, they still have
Okay.
2 of them. They have 2 of them. They have technically they have like 4 of them, but they have 2 big baller ones that can do like 5 or
I
6 at a time.
love the duplicator machine. It
They're
was
pretty cool.
amazing.
It's not a the duplicator. Like that's what it's
That's
called.
what I call. What is it called?
It's just a disc. It's just a fucking
I
hard
like
disk.
it. I want to
copy
start
machine.
burning DVDs with it to add to my collection.
Do you get first pick? I mean, no.
Oh,
Like
no.
for a while, like I get it along with everybody else. Like when I get it, but like, you know,
he has dibs.
I don't have dibs.
You should have.
No one
dibs.
has dibs. The way he does his merch thing is like, say he opens the market for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
As many people buy it as they can sell, and then at 2 weeks they stop it, and then they make however many get ordered. So it's not like
So-
he doesn't make 10,000 and then the first 10,000 people to make them get ordered. He makes them. He says he's going to make them, and he shows you the options. And then if 5,000 people order him, he sells 5,000. If 200,000 people sell
I
him,
got you.
he sells
so
200,000.
he orders. He has people. He lets them know before they make them.
Yeah, he gives
Oh,
you a
that's
heads
pretty
up.
cool. So
He gives
that
you a
way,
heads
like
up.
nobody ever gets left out.
Exactly. So he'll give it a heads up on stream a few times and show like mock-ups for ideas, and then finally one day he'll be like, "Okay, guys, the sale
We're
starts
gonna do it."
today,
Yeah.
and for 2 weeks it's on sale, and then after 2 weeks things will start shipping out."
That's
we'll
pretty
start
cool.
making
Though.
them.
That's like fair. If we
Yeah, it's I
we
think it's the best way
should-
to do merch.
we should do if we do get around
Right
to doing
outside of
merch.
opening like a store straight
Yeah.
up.
We should if we get around doing merch, which we're like constantly on and off with. We should do that. Like as far as if anybody wants any merch from
What are
us.
the mod perks? Hoodie. Message me on Discord, and I'll get in a call with you one day and talk about some of the really nothing really other than like when we go to events and stuff. We like we all get together. Sometimes he takes us out for food, but
Charlie's basically.
I'm not trying to talk
times.
about all that. What'd you say?
He sucked his dick a bunch of times. Like that's what you got out of it. That's one of the perks.
Yeah, totally. Nick lets me suck him off. I hate you. I don't want to talk about all that on here. Yeah, sure. I mean, here.
So
hold on, let me do the Discord
shoot the
command real
link for
quick.
the Discord. First, where's Flint at too? By the way, he hasn't been here like all.
Well, I
week.
mean, school started back for a lot of people, so he's probably in school right
yeah.
now.
He's
Charlie not gonna read my last message. Oh, I didn't even see it.
What'd
I'm
you
sorry.
say?
Let's see. I can't type. I'm so hungry. I can't type. But what do I get for dinner? And hey, Jack and Ace. Oh wait, saw a video of Bella Delphine's OnlyFans last night. That was a pretty disappointing. That was pretty disappointing. Not gonna lie. I don't know who that is. So I'm sorry. I mean, I would react. I just don't know. Well, you
this
saw
is
an
actually
OnlyFans.
pretty good.
Crazy. What is?
It's the Urban Dictionary word of the day.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We should. We did our other things so early compared
You
to
did
usual.
them so
I
fast.
did 'em,
I was
like,
like,
usually
damn, I had
usually
whiplash.
right now we're doing them because
I
it's
had-
like 15 minutes in. Usually it takes a few minutes.
I
to
had
get warmed up.
whiplash. I was like, okay, I guess we're doing it. So, and I had none of my shit pulled up yet. So I was just
Bro,
like,
too. I'm telling you, I'm not with it with like celebrity like
names and drama.
not names and drama, just celebrity like I don't know, like for lack of
Gossip?
a better word, like e-girls.
Oh, you don't like. Oh,
IS2G Charlie knows literally. I swear to God, Charlie knows literally fucking nothing about the internet.
Yeah, you really don't.
All right, I'm in
You're
the
so-
Discord. Baller.
You're in the you're like in the dark about a lot of stuff with the
Yo.
internet. Pretty sure you don't even know anything about esports or anything like that.
Me?
Yeah.
You wanna
don't even know what-
quiz me on these?
You don't even know what a Twitch stream is. I set all this up, and Charlie's just like a fall guy for me. Imagine though.
What is the one thing? Yeah, imagine I just quiz you and you don't. And you're just like,
But like, really though, I've thought about this before. If I
Imagine like
was-
this whole thing. I'm playing the smart guy, but really you're the brains behind the operation.
Yeah.
That'd be a pretty good
Like,
movie.
hear me out.
I thought about starting an OnlyFans to offer what I'm here for.
I've like run through my head so many times like a story where like the bad guy isn't actually the bad guy. You know what I mean? It's like some like
It's a lot of-
nobody to this. Like,
Yeah.
but I mean like done like so well like that you couldn't even like it would honestly be like a legitimate plot twist.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think of a time that happened. What's
Like the first scary movie's kind of like that.
Sure, but those are parodies. Those don't
I
even
mean,
count.
it's a parody, but it does have its own unique original story out of the rest of them.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like.
That's the first one that comes to my mind because it's like the dopey officer guy that was like everyone's like, oh, he's slow, he's not. You know, it turns out to be like this badass who gets into like
Favorite superhero movie? Oh, why would you say that?
maybe
What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite superhero movie? Not MCU, but superhero.
yeah,
Like all
of course.
Which one?
From
Like favorite, definitively favorite.
yeah. Hold on, I'm making sure I got it right. I'm running through different ones in my head. It's a tie for me between Batman Under the Red Hood and
That's animated, right?
yeah, and Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Mask of the Phantasm is definitely like a good favorite to have if you're like trying to show people comic book movies, and then like Under the Red Hood is like for the initiated. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bruh, she's the girl who sold her gamer girl bathwater.
What about you?
See, I just don't care about shit like that. I'm not.
I think it's
I don't care
hilarious.
about dumb drama shit. Like, I mean, some of it. There's every once in a while there's something where I'm like, oh shit, what's happening? But like, I just don't. He put it in the thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, yeah, I get. I mean, I remember now. I remember seeing it, but I just.
I remember seeing
I don't
memes
care.
for it.
Yeah, I
That's where
saw
I get
memes.
most of my news from is memes.
Most of the like internet shit that I keep up with is like esports, the Twitch streamers I watch, and I guess like pretty much anything happening
Like
in like Marvel or Star Wars
for
or shit like that.
instance, did you see
I'm a nerd.
the CIA changed their logo?
Yeah, but isn't it like not crazy different? Or did I see the wrong thing?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is
different.
crazy
Yeah,
different?
it doesn't even have like United States in it anymore. It looks more like a big tech company logo.
Hold on.
I saw that on iFunny today. For instance, it's
Their
like
new
you know,
logo is boring looking. What?
right. This doesn't
It's
look
just-
interesting.
It looks like a fingerprint. That's lame.
right?
I don't like that.
They need to get a new graphics design person. Where's their
Yeah.
budget going? They don't even have a good logo. They
It's all in guns and microphones. This stream gives me mad disappointment. Yes, the memes. Shaking my fucking head. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry that I can't keep up with your internet bathwater news. We're talking about movies.
Is
I
there
asked, and
a
now we're here.
magazine that
Yeah,
you
see,
subscribe
that's
to?
what I'm saying.
Is there like a weekly invoice that you get? Like, this is how much bathwater is sold on the internet this week, and this is how much bathwater stock.
There probably are. There probably actually is stuff like that. Like, really, there's probably like a stock market for it and everything.
Well, look, keep it to your
What
blog.
have you done?
Keep it to
Now
your
they're
blog.
gonna talk about this for like 30 minutes.
Keep it to your blog and keep it in the chat, and Charlie will read it, some of it. What was your favorite superhero movie?
How do you guys get this stream set up? Are you guys in the same room? If only people didn't ask that question.
Ow.
Yeah, we're in the same room.
Wait, it's a ketchup packet.
That is a ketchup packet.
Thank God. I was worried it was something heavy.
I wasn't gonna throw something that could
You
hurt.
threw something heavy before, and I was just like,
Like, kind of
because
heavy.
it hit me like right.
Yeah,
before.
I remember hitting you somewhere, and I was like, "Oh, I tried to aim like for
But
like your stomach."
it kind of like is tit for tat, because this one time you were asleep and I just chucked a like full
Oh
water
my
bottle
god,
at
bro,
you.
that shit hurt. You hit me right in the face with like a
And-
full ass water
and
bottle.
I didn't mean to hit you in the. No, it was empty. It was empty.
But
It
it's
was still like you had just woke up and just like.
first movie. It's like I've got like a little group of favorites. It's not like a single. I'd say that like MCU favorite is definitively Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I'd say outside of that, The Dark Knight's pretty just unfucking defeatable. It's so good.
But you haven't
And
seen any
then-
of the animated stuff though either.
Yeah, but for me, like I kind of leave animated and like live
Batman,
action.
I feel like you would like
away.
Batman Year One a lot.
I just leave those. I leave animated and live
Oh, you
action
leave
kind of
separated?
separate a little
I
bit.
got you. I understand that.
In terms of like live action, it's probably Winter Soldier, Dark Knight, and like The Watchmen. Watchmen's
Really?
pretty fucking. I love the beginning to The Watchmen so much.
The movie, like the whole
Yes.
scene with the apartment and everything.
Well, that and the like catching you up, the little like 5-minute song.
Yeah.
Dude,
Have you seen the director's cut?
No, but I want to.
I have it on Blu-ray. You want to
I've-
borrow it?
Yeah, I heard it's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's so good. Because what it is the director cut. There, have you ever read the book? Charlie, have you read the graphic novel?
I have
for
not.
Watchmen? So there's a lot that they took out of the movie that's in the graphic novel, but the director's cut is literally shot for shot the graphic novel.
That's
So it's like
Oh, well,
it's crazy long, but it's like worth it.
now I have to watch it.
Yeah, I'll have to look for it and find it and let you borrow it.
Is it
to
on
see.
Voodoo?
I don't remember.
Okay.
If it's not, I can figure it out.
Do you think it's possible to do this off of a Zoom? Yeah, 100%. My friend and I have a podcast, but don't have a setup to do it. Winter Soldier slept on. First of all, yes, it is. So slept on.
Yeah,
Best MCU movie. To
I
me.
like Civil War a lot.
Civil
too.
War is great, but Winter
Winter
Soldier's
Soldier's better.
Yeah,
See,
to me,
my favorite MCU movie is like a tie between Civil War and
Infinity War. They're both pretty great.
Yeah.
Really, like MCU's gotten to where like
Or Guardians of the Galaxy.
they're either unbelievably good or just okay.
Yeah.
Like, and they have like 10 unbelievably good movies. Because like Endgame and Infinity War are stupid. They're so good.
You know what?
Winter Soldier and Civil War are insane. The original Iron Man is insane. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 are insane. Both Spider-Mans are insane. Thor Ragnarok is insane.
Insane.
Like, Black Panther is insane. I mean,
see, look, Black Panther to me isn't as good. And maybe it's just like
it's not top 5 for me or anything, but it's still
it's
incredibly
still,
good movie.
It's still good.
yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it's bad by any means. It's just like, did it come out after or before Infinity War? I think it was like right before Infinity War.
it came out.
So
It came out my birthday
maybe
of 2017.
maybe it's just because I was
God, that movie came out in 2017.
maybe it's just because there was so much like build up to
No, 2018.
or maybe because I saw Infinity War right after. It's not that good to me.
It's 2018 along with Infinity War because it was the movie that came out
Yeah.
before Infinity War.
I
You're right.
think that if I had seen that movie like a couple years before Infinity War, I would have been like, this is amazing. But because it's right there at Infinity War,
It's hard to differentiate. Like, if that movie came out first 5 years of the MCU, it's the best MCU movie.
and that's why I feel like Ant-Man movies are great to have like
Ant-Man
right
movies-
after Avengers movies.
Dude, Ant-Man 2 is great.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. Both of them are great.
Yeah,
but like
but
the
it's
second
not
one
like this.
specifically-
It's not the same as like balls to the wall, like as
Yeah.
Infinity War.
It's
you know?
like good filler that isn't just filler. It's
Yeah.
filler that is filling information, but it's also not like the. It's like the comedy of the MCU. It's like
exactly.
'cause
It's
he
like the
is the com-
commercial break.
he's the
but it's
comedic
like
character.
It's like the commercial break, but the commercial break is those insurance commercials that sing like
Birds of Prey though.
F-R-E-E,
I haven't seen Birds of Prey
that's
yet.
I haven't seen it yet either. I haven't seen Wonder Woman 84 either.
That bridge fight scene, that's crazy. My favorite MCU movie, Def has to be Iron Man 1. I was 3 and my parents were like, we're going, so I started my love young.
Damn, you were
they're
3
pretty-
when Iron Man came out?
So you're what, 16?
2005.
Ariana
Yeah,
Grande just dropped her 34 plus 35 remix. I'm happy for you, Sophia.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I guess it's
What's
music.
wait, what are we adding? It's just going to
I
be
have no idea.
it's going to
15,
be
okay.
69.
What?
It's going to be 69. Oh, it's 69. Oh, that's hilarious.
Creighton.
Nice.
Please, bro.
I get it. I've connected the dots. Thank you, Sophia, for bringing this to my attention.
Anyway. I hate you.
Guess what? I rung up somebody's order today at work, and it was 69.69.
Was it actually? Did you take a
Yes.
picture?
No.
Creighton.
I couldn't. I had a big ass line, but I still looked there and was like, nice. Yes, I hit hers, and I don't think she got it.
Crouton, look at you doing basic fucking math. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I thought for a second I thought it was measurements for something, and I was like, what is 34 by 35? I was like, that's a weird looking rectangle.
that's like jeans. You can have jeans that size.
No, you can have 34 by 36. They don't do odd numbers.
Yes, they
anymore.
do.
I've never seen one with odd
I have
numbers.
33 by 34s.
You do?
Yes.
Show me.
They're over
Give-
there. Go
give me-
grab a pair of jeans. All my
where?
jeans are 33
Where
by
are they at?
34.
Oh,
They're over
shit.
there. They're on the shelf. Oh wait,
Ah.
do I have a pair right here? I do not have a pair right here.
You said this shelf?
Yeah, all my jeans. And they make yes they do. Wait, you said they don't they're not skipping a whole inch for sizes. What kind of logic is that? It should be on the tag somewhere. Just bring it over here so you can be on the mic. What are you doing? 34, 32. That's a 32. Oh, that's the black. Those aren't the ones I wear. Grab the blue ones. There's no blue. Oh my God, where are my clothes? Look around the room. Do you not see them anywhere? Hold on. You know what? I know what to do. This is so annoying that you're having this conversation. Oh, wait. I got them. What are... Hold on. Old Navy.
34, 32.
Why are all my jeans the wrong size? I ordered all of these. Hold on. Old Navy. Well, you can do 33 by 34 because that's what I always wear. I don't know why these are all
That's a
32.
custom size, Charlie.
No, that's not. You go in the store and get 30. You're just wrong.
I've never seen that size anywhere. I mean, I'm not doubting that
You've
can't
never
have it
seen
done.
that size anywhere?
I legitimately have never seen.
You've
that
never
size.
seen it?
No.
Never, not in the store?
No, I'm being serious.
Okay, I'm gonna show you this what's it called? I'm gonna show you the
I'm not saying that it's not a thing. That
they're
you
not
can't
custom.
have it.
They're not custom.
Are
They
you
come in
sure?
those. You can buy them right off the store website. I'm gonna show you. Let's see, jeans. No, jeans. Go to jeans. Okay, jeans.
Jean Grey.
Oh my fucking God, you guys. So about the couples counselor. Listen, guys. He just says outrageous shit, and I can't not fact check him. Yeah, look over here. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull it on this screen.
Pull
so
it up.
everyone
Put it
can
on
see.
the big screen.
Oh
There we
wait,
go.
hold on. Do we wanna?
We do wanna.
I'm wondering if we wanna like advertise Old Navy.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck
why
it,
not?
whatever,
Fuck it.
whatever, guys. Look, Old Navy, but look. Oh, here.
What size is it? Where's the
28,
size?
29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34.
That's the first time I've ever
38,
seen
38,
33,
40. Now
like
these-
in the width.
Now, I guess at this point they start doing by twos. Like if it gets to a certain size.
Yeah.
I don't know why I have 32s.
But I've never seen it in a store though. That's what I'm saying.
I thought those were tight. I'm mad. My grandma ordered the wrong shit.
Are you sure you just don't have a 36-inch waist?
36. You mean 32?
Do you remember?
It's 32 by
Do you
32.
remember that bit?
32 by 33.
From
No.
Woody and
A bit?
Wilcox. It's
Oh, from the
'cause they kept-
president?
no,
What are
no,
you
no,
talking
no, no.
about?
There was this joke a long time ago that they were like Woody had a 36-inch waist, and everybody
Oh.
was like, "There's no way."
There's no way it's that small. They need it so bad. What?
And
Couples counselor?
And
Guys,
then
relax.
Somebody mailed him in a belt that was for a 36-inch waist, and he couldn't put it on. Here we are on the show talking about another show that's better than ours by like
might-
millions of years.
I might just
Order
I
you
might
some.
we might have to start doing guest shows
Why?
just so we can use that other. I love that overlay.
What? Oh,
Everyone
yeah?
wasn't here at the beginning when we did it. You guys
Well,
want to see the?
let's bring in Z.
No,
Why not? Z would
I'm
be
not doing a
hilarious.
podcast. Z would be funny, but I'm not doing a podcast with him.
Why
it would be
not?
it would be absurd.
Why?
It would be
He called me
ridiculous.
the N-word today.
That's one reason. Show the overlay? Okay, hold on. Here we go. So this is for, I have another podcast called the Episode 3 Podcast that if I'm not live with it tomorrow, I'll be live with it on Saturday. And maybe
Wait,
both
Are
days.
you guys really going with episode 3? Because like Michael told me that today.
Yeah, it's called the Episode 3
And
Podcast.
I was like, that's your name?
yeah,
Okay.
I love that name.
Yeah.
It clicked. It's because of the stuff we talk about. I mean, like, it just, one, there's 3 of us. 2, we talk about Star Wars a lot, and both of their favorite Star Wars movie is Episode 3.
Really?
And it's like a top 3 for me as well.
yeah.
It's so good.
It's a
It's got
top
some of the
3
best
for
moments.
It really does.
And then also, like, Episode 3 is just synonymous. Like, 3 is synonymous, one, with the 3 of us. It's our 3, the 3 of our show. Episode 3 was when we came up with the name, so it just kind of, like, we were like, this is
3
episode 3.
threes.
3. And then it's like, it just fits in line with a lot of the stuff we kind of, like, focus on. We talk a lot about, like, trinities and, like, trifectas and shit about, like, in
Have
life.
you guys talked about the the DC Trinity or the Marvel Trinity?
I don't know. I feel like Alim's brought up the DC one, but I can't remember.
So the Trinity in DC is Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and then the
Excuse
Trinity
me.
in the MCU. Well, not anymore.
Originally, it was Spider-Man.
No.
No?
Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America.
Well, that's for the new age MCU.
Oh, in the original?
In
I'm
the
not sure
original,
about
it
the
was
original.
Spider-Man, Hulk, and Wolverine, I think.
Are you sure?
That's what I want to say it was. Either that or it was
I can
Spider-Man.
look it up and see.
Yeah, look up the original MCU Trinity. My podcast is called
I'm
Last
just
Two
gonna
use.
I'm gonna use Marvel.
Why is it
Trinity.
Last Two? Like what's the Empire Strikes Back is the best by far. It's the best. Like, it was the best for a long time. And if I'm being super realistic nowadays, like, I think Episode 3 is probably the best Star Wars movie. Rogue One is probably the best movie that is in Star Wars, and Episode 5 is probably, like,
Oh, here we go. Who is the Marvel Trinity?
there's, like, different versions of what best even means. You know what I mean? Because Rogue One's the best Star Wars film. Like, it's the best film in the Star Wars series.
Okay,
And Episode 5 is incredible. It really is, but, like, time really has made it different.
What, The Incredibles?
No.
I'm sorry. All I heard was.
Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
Episode 5.
Incredible. Hey.
It just kind of
so,
stuck. Yeah, it was my favorite for a long time, but I've had my mind changed recently a lot.
So it's Spidey, Cap, and Iron Man.
That was the OG instead of
Yes.
Thor?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Where'd that-
Wait. And then here's another one that says the big 3 are there. At one time was Spidey, Wolverine, and Hulk. So you were
okay,
right
so there we. I thought I was right there.
And then there's another.
It
thing.
changes a lot.
There's another thing.
Like, every
saying
age of
it's
Marvel.
Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Cap, since they're all loved characters, and we all know.
There's a lot. I feel like there's, like, every, generation.
But DC's Trinity has been like the same forever.
Well, they haven't had nearly as many. Marvel has way more characters than DC.
No, that's just not true.
You don't think?
No. Like, I will say this: Marvel does a better job of using all their characters, but DC has way more characters that they could use. They just don't. You know what I mean?
I mean, sure, they might have more characters that they have named that are there, but I
No,
mean,
no.
I mean in terms of characters with series and have, like,
That's not true either.
you don't think? Really?
Because DC's
I've
been
just
around.
never heard of more DC characters.
You got Booster Gold, Blue Beetle.
Hold on.
But
I
I mean-
understand. I mean, I'm talking about, like, fully fleshed out, like,
their
series
own
of comic
titles,
books.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, Green Arrow, Green Lantern.
I can't believe that with all the success of the MCU,
Flash.
somebody can't fuck around and fix DC. Then,
That's what I'm saying.
like, why not introduce new characters?
Look
Look at Marvel right
well,
now.
that's what the
Like,
shows are
before-
doing.
Before MCU,
Supergirl.
well, I know, but listen, what I'm saying is, like, I mean, like, canon DC, because all that stuff's kind of becoming canon because of Flash and, like, Flashpoint.
What? All that stuff's still canon. It's in its own canon. Like
I
you
know,
have
but
to
I mean
remember
with
it's
the movies.
multiverse.
I know, but multiverse-wise, MCU until now has been, without the multiverse, has been pretty fucking successful. Like, how
Yeah.
everything's flushed together, and most of the characters are people that, like, the everyman wouldn't even know about.
The
Other
different-
than Captain America and Spider-Man, no one knew about Thor or Captain America. Not really.
The-
Only comic book readers knew about Captain America and
The
Thor
difference
and shit.
is Marvel has more teams. Like you got the Avengers, the X-Men,
Fantastic
Fantastic
Four.
Four.
Yeah, but the
Defenders.
MCU didn't have any of those.
No, I
Other
know,
than the
but I'm
Avengers.
talking about like if we're just going like because you were asking about the comic book titles and why it feels like there's more. You got a lot of teams, so you got like characters that are built up. You can have single titles because back in the 60s and the 70s, it was harder for them. It was more expensive for them to make books for individual characters. So you have a lot of team-based books, so that way they could have more characters in single titles.
Yeah.
That's why there's
that
more.
kind of takes away from the amount of titles because then there's more
Well,
characters
that's what
in
I'm
one
saying. There's
series.
less titles, but there's more characters. Does that make sense? Like
in
more,
Marvel or in DC?
It seems that way anyway.
In Marvel or DC, which one are you saying that?
Well, it
for?
depends on what area you're talking about. But in that specific
I
area,
just mean in general, like total, because I know about more characters for Marvel, and I
But that's-
have before MCU
but
than I
that's-
did for DC. By
that's why
a
I'm
lot.
saying. That's why you know more characters from Marvel is because you have more individual titles. You had
But
more
you're
individual team titles that focused on different characters rather than individual titles that focused on one specific character. You get
Okay,
I'm
I see what
saying?
you're saying now.
Yeah.
But even then, I mean, like other than Fantastic Four and Wolverine and the X-Men, like that's not even who I'm talking about. I'm talking about like all the everybody, like the just absurd amount of single people that have their
Like,
own thing.
Are you talking about?
I mean, I guess what it really boils down to is I had a bunch of Marvel posters with all
But
the characters.
but a lot of
growing up.
those
I saw all those
characters
characters.
started off on team names. You
Y'all
know,
are nerds. You're a nerd.
like Wolverine came from a Hulk book. Spider-Man came
Yeah.
from Fantastic Four. There was a couple other heroes that came out of Fantastic Four that went on to have their own titles. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's like these team titles spawned heroes that went and got their own titles.
The Justice League is such a dumb name.
Why?
I'm just thinking of it.
I
don't
love the
hate it. I
Justice
don't hate
League.
it. I like them. I'm just thinking about the names all of a sudden. Like the Fantastic Four, yeah, it's the four of them. The Avengers, like yeah,
Sometimes five.
the Avengers, yeah, they they avenge like big scenarios. Like it's whatever. The X-Men, Xavier, the Justice League is just such a nerd ass name for a group of superheroes.
They make fun of it all the time in the comics.
Do
They're
they?
like, what are we, a baseball team?
Yeah, like I'll never put any thought into it.
For short, they call themselves the JL.
I have
They
the
still
OG
listen.
comics. My dad used to collect them as a kid. Some of them are worth like hundreds and up. DC has a lot of secondary characters such as
Yeah.
Red Sun, Rebirth, Flashpoint,
Red Tornado.
Blackest Night.
Yeah.
Comic book history crosses itself a lot, and it's really it's not really accurate. You can never find a straight story. They all cross over at one point, and it really fucks it up.
Yeah. He's got a point.
We're still
That's why
talking
they're
about the
constantly
superhero
reviewing.
stuff. I clearly didn't leave long enough. Saphira, listen here. For whatever reason, you watch us, okay?
Oh, she changed it. Good job, Sophia.
Thank
She's
you.
learning. I'm gonna pour some coffee.
You killed that shit, Saphira. You said the right thing. Dude, I left the coffee on last night and forgot. And like I went to lay down and like I was almost asleep and I heard like the of the like steam and I came over here and it was like there was like that much coffee left in the thing and it had been like slowly evaporating. No, it wasn't boiling. It'll never get hot enough to boil. It slowly will make it steam, So like eventually I didn't get to sleep till like 8 a.m. So like it was sitting here for like 6 hours just humidifying my room. Charlie, you can't spell congratulations. Shut the fuck up. Listen here. I misspelled it and fixed it immediately. I can definitely spell it. What'd you say?
You need a humidifier, a dehumidifier, a fan, and a space heater, all hooked up at the same time, in order for maximum comfort.
I'm glad you guys couldn't hear his absurdism right there. But, Saphira, you watch us. For whatever reason you watch us and enjoy this show, like just start paying attention to the nerd shit we talk about because maybe,
You'll learn
just maybe you'll learn something about how we are as cool as we are because we're pretty darn cool if I do say so myself. Seriously, though, let me know about that Discord call you mentioned earlier. Yeah, dude, after the podcast, I'll hop on and talk to you for a second. Like, no problem. I got physics homework, so I got a dip. I can be back later. I don't know. Okay, cool. I'll just message you, see if you're on. If you're not, we'll talk whenever. I'm on Discord all the time. Like, if I'm at my computer, my Discord's open right now. It's always open on one of my monitors. Like, I have a monitor for Discord. I have a fucking Dell 12 by 12, literally just for Discord. It's like a box, not a rectangle. Why is it that everybody I watch comes on at night? What does that say about me,
Why is it
Charlie?
everybody watch comes on at night? It says
Hello,
you stay
Marina.
up too late.
Discord name is the same.
Or
I
you
see-
like
yeah,
British
I saw what
people
you
who
said
get up
in the,
early.
in the thing. Yo, no, wow.
Do you ever talk to any of your British friends anymore? Like, do they
Yeah.
ever turn into this?
Do they what?
Do they ever tune into this?
Sometimes, like Gibson's in here. Wilson's Scottish. Pablo's in here every once in a while watching. He doesn't talk, but he's in like the viewer chat. He's Australian.
Pablo Escobar.
Nice hoodie, bro. Thank you.
I thought we were
Thank
gonna
you.
switch.
Yeah. We were, but then I don't have a shirt and I don't want to get up anymore. I'm like comfortable.
What if I get you a shirt?
If you look, I'll start. If we do it before the podcast and you remind me, I'll do that whenever.
Yeah.
If you want to like switch up the role,
We
I won't
can-
do it whenever, but I'll change it up.
We
Sometime.
can do switching Sundays.
Marina, I've found your hat.
This is heavy breathing, like me thinking about us taking off shirts together in the same room.
So I got this, Marina.
Hey, guess what? We didn't do.
What do we not do?
Urban Dictionary word of the day.
Oh my God, read it. You said it was great.
Wait, how far into the podcast are we?
39 minutes.
Today's word is wereaboo.
What?
Wereaboo.
Spell it.
WEHRABOO.
WEHR.
ABOO. Wereaboo? Waharabu.
Hold on. Say it again.
It's a German thing.
Spell it one more time.
WEHRABOO.
Warabu?
How? See what?
Warabu? Okay.
Wherever.
Okay. Just
Okay.
fucking define it.
A history or alternate history fan who is firmly entrenched in the belief that Nazi Germany's Wehrmacht was the best military in history without a single flaw. Effectively, a wereaboo is any obsessive Wehrmacht fanboy / fangirl who doesn't like historical facts getting in the way of the militaristic fantasies. While not necessarily many wereaboos can become Nazi apologists, the cliche of German tech wank can be a common fetish for many wereaboos.
Okay. So, like,
It's like a weeboo, but for Nazis. Based on a similar sounding term weeboo. A catch-all definition for
perfection. I agree, Copenhagen. He could not have culminated the week with such an outlandish, ridiculous word of the day. Impeach Donald Trump again. I find it kind of funny. I'm like, he about to leave the office, y'all, and y'all can't wait. Well, I think the reason they were trying to do it, and they did it, was so that he can't run again for the next election. If he gets one more impeachment, I think it's free.
Well,
I think the third one's free.
you want to hear it used in a sentence.
No.
He's convinced that German World
Does it
War II
anyway.
pilots were the greatest pilots of all time. Yeah, don't mind his nonsense. He's a wereaboo. I didn't know it was a thing, but like it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
Like when you read it, it's like I didn't think it would be real until you told me what it is exactly, and then if you had said what it is and then asked, do you think there are any? I'd be like, yeah, there's definitely.
Yeah,
some.
there's definitely some of that.
There's got to be people like that. I've never seen the government hate somebody so much.
Right? It's amazing. Like
And they impeached Clinton for lying about getting a blowjob.
I will say this. I think it's kind of crazy that they've just
How-
banned him off of everything.
It's pretty nuts.
Like I didn't think that they could do that. And
Well,
it's
did you
like-
hear? I don't know if it's accurate, but someone told me today that Facebook went down $70 billion in their stock price
Yeah, because of that.
because of that. Like not
Well, it's-
just because of that,
it's-
I bet, but that's probably a big part.
The memes I see, because I'm friends with conservatives just because of where we're at, like
Yeah.
a lot of conservatives, and like
Friends with
the
everybody.
memes I see about big tech are like
It's so
crazy.
funny.
Yeah,
They're
they're
so
hilarious, but it's like they're not necessarily wrong either. Like that's
Yeah, no, they're
that's a
not.
lot of like power, and it's like a scary precedent to
It
me
is a scary.
about
it's very
the president.
It's a very scary thing, like how much the
I don't
tech
like it.
companies have power. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's where we're at. The only tech companies I think deserve all the power are Netflix, because they make good shows.
They do.
That's a joke. Also, the news used the word conspiracy, which I thought I would never hear from the news when Donald Trump supposedly had Russia involved in the vote. Yeah.
Supposedly.
Yeah. I just don't like the news. Like, and the way media is driving things. 'Cause, like, look, call what happened over the last year or whatever had happened. But the fact that they had peaceful protests on the news as what was happening. And I'm not saying there were not. I'm going to make this very clear. I'm not saying there were not peaceful protests. But they were saying that every protest was a peaceful
And
protest,
that's just not.
and also in the same shot showing buildings on fire, people breaking into businesses, and then they called this an insurrection at the Capitol. Like,
And it was like,
it's just a little one-sided is all I'm saying.
yeah, and like literally,
Charlie
if
boy, you're a Nazi. I'm not.
I talked to somebody who was there apparently, and what?
I don't think you did.
No. Like they were there.
Like in the Capitol?
Yeah,
Like
well,
in
not
the building?
in the Capitol, but they were there.
They were
Like,
at the
They were
Capitol.
at the Capitol,
Okay.
and they saw.
Plenty of people were at the Capitol.
Yeah, they saw.
The people that went in the building are
Yeah,
done.
they're done. But this
They're
person
done,
didn't go in the
son.
building.
okay.
They said there was like the Capitol Police were lining up to go into the building single file.
I know someone who really wanted to go that didn't get to go.
Who was it?
Not telling
Oh,
you.
I mean, why would I ask that?
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like I forgot we were doing a podcast for a
Yeah.
second. And I was like, who is it? Spill the tea.
I'll tell you later, but you do know them, and
Like,
you know them.
personally?
Yes, I'll
Oh,
tell you
really?
later.
Okay.
It's
wow,
funny.
you've piqued my interest. Why would you say that? We like have how long do we have?
At least an hour.
I
And
know,
At least
you're like-
at least 30 more
gonna
minutes.
forget.
30 or 40 minutes. You won't forget. You'll know.
I'll remember
To
like
say actually, to be fair, I've already said that like 3 times about things I can't remember. So who
I'll
knows?
remember that like a year from
I'm
now.
gonna pour some
And
coffee.
then I'll
say
text you out of nowhere and be like, Charlie, who was it? And then they'd be like, what? And I was like, the raid on the Capitol like 5 years ago. Who was it? Who wanted to be there that I knew so well? And then he'll be like, bro, what the fuck? We're trying to fight zombies right now. You want to know this?
And I'll just be like, Creighton, it was you, and then he'll be like,
And then the whole universe will be torn apart, and we like snap back to this moment, like the flashpoint of the paradox. But also, I like
Balso.
how I like how everybody agrees that the turning point was Harambe getting killed.
That's not what everyone agrees. That was
I
4
agree.
years ago.
I agree on that. We've been on a dark road since, without Harambe's.
It won't
sperm
let you
guiding
give
hand.
bits. Get your stream game up. It should let you do bits. I've gotten bits like before. You cannot cheer in your own stream. Well, that's stupid.
Give us some biddies.
See if it lets you click the bit thing in the chat box next to the
hell
smiley
yes!
face.
I love clicking shit.
Like when you click that, what's it say?
First time purchaser discount. Let's see.
So yeah, it should let you.
Join the party with bits.
Do you
Celebrate
have
big
bits,
moments
Katie?
and
Have you
support
not
pages.
purchased any bits?
I don't.
I
wanna
died
buy
with
any.
Harambe. Why am I even here anymore?
Do you remember Do you remember us talking about Harambe at Learn TV?
I have 1,500. Why is it not letting you give me those sweet, sweet biddies? I don't know. Understand.
Do you remember that though, Charlie? That was a crazy time. We were still working at Learn TV when that happened.
Yeah, I mean that was in 20. That was the year after we graduated.
And like
We were still very much working on
That
Learn TV
was-
at that time.
there was my favorite thing about that was like we found somewhere online where somebody was selling shots for Harambe, and it was shot glasses with Harambe's
Mhm.
face on.
You can get anything with Harambe's face on it now.
I know, but
it's
it
crazy.
was
There's probably
so-
like
It
HarambeShop.com.
was so funny at the time, and I think we told like Tori or somebody about it, and he just like died.
He couldn't believe that shit. I remember him and Juan.
Him and Juan. Juan. I was thinking about Juan the other day. I was like, damn, like Juan was so funny. I miss Juan. Does he still ever like call you randomly?
Very rarely, like not as much as he used to.
He's got like 8 kids now.
He's
or
got like
something.
12 kids or something. Yeah, it's nuts. He's had like a kid every year since we've known him. Dude, that man
That man produces like a
That
rabbit.
man is a rabbit. He's a big, cuddly rabbit. I will say, last time I saw him, he looked great.
He did.
lost a lot of weight.
Really?
Yes, he looks
Oh.
incredible. At least he did. Now, granted, this is probably before COVID. Even this is coming up on a year or more.
I saw him before, like right before either probably like it was still warm, but it was before COVID, so probably like late 2019. And he like had bought a brand new van. He was doing great. He seemed very happy. And I was like, "Good for you, Juan." Like
Every time I've seen him, he's been doing better than previously. Like
Yeah.
he's just he's
instead
a
of-
hard worker, bro. He does shit.
Instead of Juan, he's 2.
He's dose. First of all, I hate you. I want Harambe on my underwear.
He
Sexy,
does what?
sexy. Yo, Copenhagen, my fave fed boy. Is he
Here?
He's here. He just hasn't talked to me.
Oh.
He said perfection, and it is quite exquisite when you were talking about the word, and then he hasn't talked again.
Oh, the word. The bird is the word.
So I had Five Guys today for the first time in a long time, and I forgot that they give you a lot of damn fries. So I ordered a large, and now I got all these damn fries. And I do mean too many fries.
I read Octopus Antichrist thing. I want Harambe on my underwear. Sexy, sexy.
I
I'm
said
just-
that out loud.
Oh, you did already?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just imagining Harambe on like the front of a woman's underwear. I'm like, yeah. I want to kiss that gorilla.
Oh, God. Yeah, no, I'm with you there. See,
also, imagine a nickname for that being Gorilla Lips.
God. Creighton, bro, please. Have you ever seen the gorillas in documentaries go like that? And they like grab things and they like grab out of their lip and they just like it's in their mouth all the way and they open their lip and they're like, and it like pulls the thing out and they just drop it. Their lips are like fingers. Like they use them. It's crazy.
That's your girl could do that with their.
Please, okay, let's relax. Guys. Sophia's here.
Katie's
Calm down. This is Katie's like by legal standards an adult. Let's calm
You
down.
said by legal standards.
Yeah, she's 18. She's to the government. She's an adult. I still see her as a child, but to the government, she is very much. She can go do. She can go get shit done.
I wish Isaiah was here so I could tell him about that.
I'd do that to a chick in Harambe panties. Says Copenhagen.
The lip thing?
Can you read it?
No.
Oh, he says I'd finger blast a chick in Harambe panties.
Oh, okay.
I'm just hoping Sophia isn't here. Call also Belle Delphine actually kept. Wait. She kept her word about doing.
Doing P is blanked out for me.
Me too, actually. Porn? Oh, she maybe.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
did she do porn? Wait, type
It's
porn.
Bella
Type porn in
Delphine.
chat real quick.
No, I think he bleeped it himself.
Okay, I was about to say, did you bleep it out yourself?
He
Type
must
the
have
word
bleeped
porn
it.
real quick. I want to see if it
You want
comes
me to
up.
type porn?
Yeah, you type porn.
How do you
porn.
spell it?
Oh, he did it. Okay, wait, what? Is porn what the word was?
It's gotta be porn.
Why did you?
It showed up for me.
It did for me too. Like, why did you star
purposely
your
do
own
that?
word?
Yeah.
Kill the gorilla all over again. Wait, porn. Porn. Yes.
Porn. Everybody type porn. Let's see what happens.
For your southern friends, it's porn. It's not.
That's not how they say
You
it.
think? First of all,
They say
we're,
fucking.
we're both. You watching any of them fucking videos?
Oh, that's the girl with the gamer water or whatever, the bath water.
Yeah,
She did porn.
I know. That's
Wait,
what
she
we're-
did
that's what-
porn?
That's what they were talking about earlier, bro.
Oh.
Pay attention, right? we're 50 minutes into this shit.
So what you're saying is we should vote for her for president because she keeps her promises.
Anyway,
Imagine drinking president bath water. It's presidential. It's what our forefathers would have wanted.
Creighton, please. Y'all acted like 12-year-olds.
Who acts like 12? You would know.
Yeah. We're acting like you all of a sudden?
Yeah, like what? Maybe that's why she watches this. She can relate.
She can relate to us so well. No, it's not even that I thought she would troll if
you-
Oh, yeah.
she-
I don't know.
She does, really.
I don't know who that is. I'm
I
not
think he's talking about her.
I'm not very what's the word? I don't keep up with many.
Celebrities.
No, I
gamer
wouldn't.
celebrities?
No, she's not. She's like a OnlyFans, like a porn person, like in
Oh.
that regard, like a model.
Is it any good?
I don't know, Creighton.
Oh.
I don't watch.
Oh. Well, I'm asking everybody, not just you, Charlie.
The only porn person I follow to any degree, I only follow two. Mia Malkova, and I follow her because she streams on Twitch, and she's actually like funny. Like she like streams on Twitch, like not because she's like all like slutty or anything for porn. Like she wears like hoodies and plays Minecraft, and she's like funny. Like she actually has entertaining streams. And then the other one is Riley Reid because she was on Eric Weinstein's podcast, and she's weirdly intelligent, and it was cool to hear her talk about what she talked about.
Well, like we talked about her before, but it's like there's like a business side to that industry.
It's and she's very business savvy.
Yeah.
And it's like there are. This is gonna sound hilarious, but it's like things I've actually thought about.
Yeah.
There are like people in porn that I've seen, like women, where I'm like, I see her all the time in all these videos,
But you wonder how much she makes.
but I don't wonder how much she makes. I'm like, I'll see her in these videos and she's like okay, but then I'll watch this one video with this one chick who I only know from this one video that I like a lot, and I'm like, what happened to you? You know what I mean?
Oh,
how'd you get like down to the point where you did porn? And it's not like staged, like it's not staged. It's not like fake. It's not like someone just filmed you without your knowledge. Like it's very much obviously porn. Like how'd you do that? But then you never made another one. People like this video has
Maybe
90
that's
million
made, like,
views.
a lot of they made a lot of money. There was one that I used to watch that died in a car wreck, and it was like,
Oh my god.
yeah,
I remember what was the one that killed herself? Like the really famous one. There's a really famous one that killed herself in
Anna
the last
Nicole Smith.
few. Porn star?
Yeah, what was her name?
Anna Nicole Smith is not a porn person, I don't think.
She did Playboy.
That's not the same.
And I
That's
think
sure
she
that's
did
porn.
actual porn too.
That okay, maybe.
I think so. Was she's the one that died on pills, right?
I don't know.
But
I'm
that's
talking
been, like,
about
forever.
I'm talking
ago.
about
We're
one-
that's like 2004.
yeah, one killed
2006.
herself recently. This podcast is porn for people who want to kill themselves. Oh my god. How dare you?
I remember the whole custody battle for a kid after that.
I
like,
guess
'cause that was
you-
like middle
Guess
school.
you gotta call her that now. She was an e-girl. Charlie surprised how smart some porn stars are. They throw you off guard. Yeah, Riley Reid. When Riley Reid was on Eric Weinstein's podcast, like his podcast, to put it in perspective, like it's called Into the Portal with Eric Weinstein, and he has his brother on, and they're both like, he's a. Hold on, let me see what his official. Officially, he is he's the managing director at Thiel Capital, Peter Thiel's investment firm, which, to put it in perspective, is the firm that gave Facebook all its money originally to like become Facebook. Not all of it, but like was the big giant corporation that gave him like absurd money. And then, though not an academic physicist, he proposed a unified theory of physics in 2013, and his education was at the University of Pennsylvania and at Harvard. So he's a very intelligent person. And he has his podcast usually is have like a running theme, like each one going on, like each one has a theme, and all of these themes kind of are about life in general. And like
Much
so he
like
has
us.
no, he has like he had one guy on who was like very much just into like you know what? Hold on, let me just pull up his YouTube. Eric Weinstein. So. Yeah, he doesn't have many. Let's see. So, he doesn't have them in the title. It's just the name, so you have to like click at each one. Where's the one he did with Homegirl? No, and her real name isn't Riley Reid, which is
Well,
like
a lot of-
obvious. It should
a
be
lot of porn
obvious, but like
stars are that.
for some reason was not so obvious to me.
A lot of porn stars go by like stage names. It's kind of like a stripper thing, like stripper name. Like there's somebody I was looking up. I think Elena Ray,
Here it is.
and her real name's like Stacy something. But isn't it weird that like they release their real name along with their stage name?
Sometimes. Well, she doesn't. She doesn't have her like real name along with any of it in porn.
Oh, really?
Her real name's Ashley Matthews. And so this is episode 21 of his show, and it's called The Mogul and the Brains Behind America's Sweetheart, which is very funny that he named it that. But like Wheat from Chef and Human Fitness. So like he has a guy on who's just about fitness, like mathematician who talks about like how math like pulls the world, like the chain of all of the world's like different sciences together. Like math is kind of the glue that holds most of science together in a lot of ways. And he had one guy on who just talked about nature and blah blah blah. And when he had her on because they started messaging each other back. She went to like one of his
Seminars?
yeah, like a lecture, yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like really into it, and like she thought it was like a really cool like thing.
And he just
And he found out about it and was
Yeah.
like, "What? This porn star like came to one of my like because
but he automatically knew who she was.
No, he didn't.
Oh, really?
He's not like he's a very at least he claims to be, which you can guess whatever. But he seems very much like the kind of person who he's just very much he wouldn't lie about something like that.
Yeah.
I guess he's just not into like, for lack of a better way, lewd things. Like I guess is the
Yeah,
way to say it.
I get that. There
Um,
was people we went to high school with that I was like, oh, I can never see them being in lewd stuff. And then I found out later they were total freaks.
Yeah, but he's like I feel like really is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He might be. Like some people just aren't into it. Some people are. But either way,
Like it's always one of two ways with super intelligent people. It's like they're like super freaky or like they just
not
don't
at
do anything.
all.
Yeah.
But he has these people on. It's January 15th. There's officially 5 months until my birthday, not counting January.
And you'll be
Happy birthday,
11.
Kayla. If she ever watches this, it's her birthday now officially too. I forgot
Is
about
it?
that.
Really?
Yeah,
Happy
today's
birthday,
Kayla's birthday.
I'm just gonna
Excuse
message her
me.
real quick
Happy
in all caps.
birthday! But Fucking
I yell from across the room.
but I forget. Oh, when
is
he
it?
did her episode,
Yes.
like the theme ended up being like each episode he talks about what the theme ends up being at the beginning. There's a little aside. Like imagine all of our podcasts.
yeah, kind of like a thesis.
Sort of, yeah. Like imagine our podcast starts off, and every time it starts off, it goes like this: you're not there, and I'm here. It's like on today's episode, Creighton and I discuss porn and how and how the women in porn are sometimes really smart and some are really and like blah blah blah. But in his, what he does is in this episode, I talked to Ashley Matthews, whose online persona is Riley Reid, and she works in the porn industry. And this episode, weirdly, like unconventionally, ends up being more about love and happiness.
It's kind of like the Twilight Zone.
No, it's not.
No, I'm talking about with the narrator at the beginning. Like,
Oh,
you know,
well, yeah, that's
it's
a lot.
like-
That's
yeah,
not like the
but
Twilight
you
Zone.
get
It's
what I'm
like
saying?
lots of things.
Like
I know what you
imagine he
mean.
like walks up like out of a shadow with a cigarette and like a thick ass suit on. It's
Yeah.
like in this episode of the Twilight Zone, I'll try not to cough up my own lungs.
But the
Like he's
episode,
just chain smoking.
she talks about like there's a part where he's talking about like the logistics of filming porn,
Yeah.
like not like
And there's
what's
a
going
lot
on.
that
Yeah,
goes into it.
but like how comfortable everyone is. Because to her, like people in the industry, like everyone's very loving and happy and
Really?
comfortable. It's not like a gross, like nasty guys. Like they say gross and nasty things compared to the rest of us, but to them, have you ever seen the movie Boogie Nights?
no.
We should watch that because it gave me a lot of like flashbacks to like watching Boogie Nights and seeing the porn
Really?
industry described through Boogie Nights. Because in Boogie Nights, like everyone in porn, they're just very happy, loving people to each other. Because I mean, like it's their job,
Mm.
and they're not like it's not a normal job. It's a pretty fun job, obviously,
Yeah.
and they have a great time doing it. And it's not weird. Like being naked in front of somebody isn't like the weirdest thing to them. And like she says, the weirdest thing for me is whenever I'm on a shoot that isn't like straight up porn, because I'll just start taking my clothes off. And in porn, that's like you just do that. Like there's no changing rooms. You just put your clothes on and off in front of everybody because everyone's cool with it. Like that's just how it works.
Mm.
And I'm butchering it. I've watched this like
No, but I mean it makes sense.
10
like,
months,
'cause
9 or
I've-
10 months ago.
I've watched.
Roller Girl. Yeah.
I've watched another thing.
Roller
where-
Girl is is like one of the porn stars in Boogie Nights. It's it's funny, but
yeah.
it's good. It's Mark Wahlberg, John C. Reilly,
Really.
what's his name? Who's the old guy who runs it?
John Krasinski. I'm just kidding.
But it's like it's great, but it's really funny. But it's like a good movie.
I've seen like another thing.
Keep
where,
going on what she
where
said.
they interview porn stars and they're like they don't say it's not like it's not too different from what you're saying. They're just like they're talking about their worst experiences in porn.
Yeah,
and
because
one of
there's
them-
bad ones too. But like,
And, like,
a
one
lot
of
of what
their
she was saying was she's very body positive and she doesn't
Yeah.
change anything about her. Like she's someone in porn who she's very famous, and for most of the famous ones, they've changed something. They've gotten
Yeah.
surgery. They've
Yeah,
got like
breast implants,
new breasts
ass
or something, and
implants,
she's all about natural,
Mhm.
doing it natural, like for her in her body's case, and she's still one of the most popular porn stars in the world, and she said that excuse me, she said that she's like willing to do like in terms of like she'd sleep with like anybody like for porn as long as they were okay with it.
Mhm.
Like she's about everybody being comfortable and being happy and having like a good time. And like Eric couldn't, he said the thing that was funny to me was what was the battle he talked about? He said in his words, he said, you doing your job. Like if someone called you on the phone and was like, hey, yeah, you gonna be here? And I'm like, oh, well, I gotta go. I'm off to a shoot. Like that's like he said, you saying that would be like my friend calling me and saying, hey man, I'm off to fight in the Battle of the Bulge. Like that's just such a, like, cause for him, like it's almost like a respecting women kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like he can't believe that someone, to him, the thing that was hard to understand was like a woman filming herself like that and
Being comfortable with it.
and being comfortable with it, like it being like almost taken advantage of was his way of putting it. And I don't think that was truly his like whole opinion. I think he was saying that's the opinion that is
The
probably
grand opinion
more
of it,
like
yeah.
overall opinion for most people. And it's really cool to hear this unbelievably intelligent human talk to Riley, who she's very smart. She's definitely not on his level,
Yeah.
but she could keep up
But
and
she's
and
clever,
hang.
yeah.
She's very smart, yeah. And it was really cool to have this, like, hear the two talk to each other. I really wanted her to go on Joe Rogan's podcast because she was trying to at one point, and he just hasn't had her on. But, man, it would be funny.
I think it's always interesting.
It would be funny because he's hilarious, but he's
ever-
also really insightful.
Have you ever watched interviews with porn stars and stuff?
A bunch of them, yeah.
Like, I always think it's interesting because it's like, it's a very different
They're cool
perspective.
people. Yeah, it's a weird perspective from something you would think is so different.
Yeah, and it's not. You know, I mean,
It's
not
not.
really. I mean, it's like, you know, it gives you a whole other window to look at these things, and it makes you think about things that, like, for instance, when I was 13, and I first discovered porn or whatever, I wasn't like, you know, thinking about like these are actual people. You know what I mean? But in like watching those interviews and stuff, you're like, this is a person. Like, you know, this is like, you know, a job for them. That
Yeah.
like, and it's not all like just, how do I put it? It's not all just like like one shoot, if that makes sense.
What do you mean it's not all one shoot?
Well, I just mean like, you know, it's not all like this is what they do every day.
Oh,
yeah, I'm
okay.
using one shoot as like a metaphor.
I
Like,
gotcha.
you know what I mean? This isn't all that their life is, you know.
Yeah, they like do other shit.
Yeah,
Like,
and
they
and
go
they're-
out and do normal things.
Yeah, yeah,
they're
and
people
it's
still.
And it's not
They're not
like-
just walking around naked.
And by
at
by that
Walmart.
I don't mean like, you know, it's like, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like
Sex work is work and hard work. I agree.
it's
It
like
is,
one of
like,
those
really.
things like, say we went to Walmart, right?
Excuse me. Yeah.
And you saw like somebody you know from a porn video there. Like, how would you react to that? And then how would you feel if you were the person in the porn video who like went to Walmart and like, you know, people started recognizing you?
Well, I can't speak on that because I don't know.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
like,
like,
if I met
you were to
one, I
put
really
yourself-
don't think I'd be weird. I think it would be
Yeah,
pretty
well,
easy
that's
to
what
meet
I
and
mean.
talk to.
Like, but like if you were looking at it from an outside perspective, you think it would be weird.
I think for most people it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a good person to ask that because I've met a lot of famous people.
Yeah,
That's not like a weird brag. That's just by happenstance, by people,
Yeah.
because of
You
people I
just happen
know.
to be in the same room.
I've been in the same room and talked to a bunch of really cool people. And
Have you? I'm sorry.
Go
I
ahead,
didn't
I
mean
don't
to
care.
Have you ever listened to? I watched an interview with Ralph Macchio and like his interview with Vanity Fair. Like he was like, yeah, I was like at this movie theater and Stanley Kubrick was there and like all these he's just name dropping people left and right and it's like,
That's how like everyone in LA
and-
is.
but he
though.
was like our age or really young, about like a year or so younger than we are now.
Yeah, I mean, he was
just
really
like
young when he started movies.
happening to be around like these people. They're like
Yeah, he works with them.
they're now like cult classic people, you know.
They were
Like,
cult
it's-
classic people back then.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, it's been 30, 40 years since, like, you know, stuff like that's happened. It's crazy to think that he was our age doing stuff like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mhm. But that to me is like on a similar level of
I mean,
like,
look at us. Like, just doing this podcast
Mhm.
is way like more than most people do in their life. Like average people.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to say that we're like cool or better people or anything. Like most people, like think about it like think about it like this. So like following your dreams, right? Like what is following your dreams? Like everyone who wants to follow their dreams, like say someone wants to be an astronaut. Most people who think about being an astronaut when they're a little kid aren't going to be an astronaut, most of them. But a few do. A few people, that's their dream and they do it. Most people try and follow their dreams, but they don't succeed. Like, I'm not saying us doing a podcast is following our dreams, but I think us doing a podcast is the kind of thing that, like, makes people think dreams are being followed.
Mhm.
'Cause like, most people don't do cool shit. The podcast is pretty dope. I love doing this.
I love doing.
I
it
love
too.
doing this with you, with Michael and Aleem, with Clem, with Nate, with anyone who comes and does it. I love sitting down and having a conversation, and I hate that people don't get to hear them sometimes because they're so funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes we say some such absurd. I wish we could have filmed our whole conversation at Applebee's tonight. That shit was fucking
What are
hilarious.
you talking about?
Just the whole. But let's not talk about it right now.
Okay,
but like,
sorry.
just the whole arc of what happened was so funny, and it'll never be heard by anyone but us. And like,
But
part of me
sometimes
loves.
that's some-
Yeah, part of me
that's-
loves that we're the only ones that'll have that, but part of me is also like, man, I ever since Christmas I've been on like a high of doing podcasts. Like everyone's been great. I've loved all of it. Like
Oh,
we
yeah.
haven't had many slow podcasts. We had like a slow podcast like 2 weeks ago or something that I was like, whatever. He had to leave early anyway.
Mhm.
I was like, what? I wrote it off. I didn't care. But like, and we've had slow podcasts in the past where we were just trying to fill in.
I feel like we've really hit our stride again.
We've gotten better.
into the new year.
Well, a lot of it is consistency.
yeah.
We went a long time. We went like a whole 2 months where we didn't get even a whole 4-day weekend.
Week.
Like that's what I'm saying. 4
You
day
said
week.
weekend.
Weekend.
Oh, weekend.
Yeah, like a 4 day week. We didn't get a 4 day weekend.
Yeah.
But when we do, like every time we stay consistent, it grows. Like the numbers get high, like people stay because they're more used to us being around.
Mhm.
Like the more you stay in someone's head, like in their
Peripheral.
no in their
Frontal
like you
lobe?
stay in their attention span.
Yeah.
Like the more they are thinking about it.
Object
And then they see you on, it's object awareness. And they see us live, and they're like, oh, well, time to go watch them again. And the people that like us stick around because they like us, you know, or because,
and they just hate themselves.
or they just hate themselves and want to like hurt them even more because they have to watch us. But like for me, like think about most people that we went to school with who are like in college and have jobs and shit. Like, sure, they're living their lives, and some of them are really successful, making money, and they might go to the lake once a month or go to the beach or have like really nice vacations when they go on vacation. But like to me, every week
is a vacation.
is a vacation because every week we make something that stays relevant. Like this we put it on YouTube. This is our whole fucking, in 10 years we'll be able to go back and
Look at what
follow
we
some
talked
understanding of what we talked about
Yeah.
and
Sort of.
how we were a decade prior. Like I wish I had been doing a podcast for the last 10 years just so I could sometimes go back and be like, man, what was I like when I was
Yeah.
14,
Or be like,
15,
and
16?
you can like show it to your kids one day and be
Exactly.
like, look, this is what
I'll
I made.
never show my kids this show. Are
Why
you
not?
fucking
Why
crazy?
not?
They'd have to be 29 before I showed them this.
29?
Nah, for real though, like 19 or 20. Like I wouldn't let my kids see it.
I think like 14
I'd let my
is a good
teenagers
age.
see it. 14?
14.
Bro, you know how much fucking anal we've talked about? Just ridiculous.
I knew about anal when I was 14. Really?
It's not about knowing. It's about what you want your kids to be
I
subjected
knew
to.
about anal probably when I was like 11 or 12, but like I officially knew what all of
Yeah.
it was by the time I was 14.
Yeah, knew what it was, but I mean stuff that you don't want your kids hearing is what I'm talking about.
Nah, we should bring it up.
We've had some pretty crazy you know what,
Who
to be
knows,
fair,
by
you're
the time
probably
we,
right.
By the time we get old
That
enough.
shit'll all be normal.
Yeah, like
Maybe.
you know what I mean? And then like the weird thing will be like if you're not like that, you know.
I'm still here because I believe one day the shirts will actually be off.
She's waiting to check us out.
I might do that on episode 1,000. That's what I'll
That-
commit to 1,000.
One day we're
Episode
gonna
1,000.
switch.
One day we're gonna what?
We're gonna switch.
Like blazer and jacket?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
chairs.
that'll be next episode. I don't care. We
And
can do
chairs.
that. Not chairs.
Why not chairs?
I love this chair. I don't like your chair. Boom.
My chair's
easy.
amazing.
Your chair's okay.
My chair's pretty cool.
I don't like it as much as I like my
Why
chair.
not?
It's not as comfortable to
Well,
me.
you know what? I'm gonna go out and get a better chair than yours.
Okay, then
Like
we'll
a
switch
gamer
chairs.
chair. Like a
Sure, then
gamer
we'll
chair.
switch chairs.
No.
Okay, then we won't switch chairs. Creighton, I don't care. I like my chair. I just don't want to sit in yours that you have right now because I don't like it. I like this one. If you get a better one, I'm happy for you. You turn things into weird competitions that aren't competitions. It's simply a matter of
And then
fact.
you'll have to
I
sit
don't
in
want
my
to switch chair because I don't like. I wouldn't have to. I would if you let me, but I won't care because I like this chair. The things you argue about makes no sense.
Why do you like that chair? It's kind of.
It's
I mean,
comfortable.
it's pretty comfortable. I mean, it's not even that good of a chair. You should just let me sit in it and you sit in this one.
You inspire me like to start my own podcast, Charlie. For real, to be open-minded and very well-rounded. It's very hard to find in a podcast. Look, I might be
Yeah.
open-minded. I'm not that well-rounded yet. We're on our way to well-rounded.
I'm as rounded as a circle.
Yours round is a tomato, maybe. It's got some bumps. It's got some
It's got a
oblong shapes
stem.
to it, but I wouldn't say it's perfectly round
It's
yet.
got a stem somewhere.
Yeah, there's some leaves every
There's
once in a
another
while.
tomato bunch next to it.
Counselor, they're fighting over chairs now.
Honestly, you know what we should do?
Get a couples counselor in here and have
Well, that,
have the
and we
podcast
should-
with a new overlay.
We should get a lawyer in here too, and see, like, just be like, all right, so if I were to sue Charlie, what could I sue him for with the podcast? And then you do the same to me, and then like we'll take each other to court, and then like at the last second we'll drop the charges, and in a dramatic fashion, Copenhagen will burst in the door like, you can't handle the truth, and then like the movie credits will roll, and it'll be great.
I hate you.
I think you're shooting down a blockbuster idea.
Listen to me, Creighton. First of all, you know what? Never, I'm gonna go back to what.
Do you
Black-
remember?
Black-
do you remember when
True Black King
Grandpa
said something.
sued Santa Claus and Grandma?
Oh
got
my
run over
God,
by his
shut up.
reindeer?
I think that doing the podcast is helping us become more well-rounded, because the more we do this, the better we are at it. Like truly, like obviously, like I mean, I know that's like weird. You say it out loud, and it's like, well, yeah, obviously, but
Yeah.
like sometimes you have to say certain things out loud to
Yeah,
understand that
Like
it's
riding
happening.
a bike. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as far as like, well, no, maybe riding bike's not the best comparison, but like
Like
drawing.
Yeah, doing any job like playing the ukulele. I've gotten really good at the ukulele. I'm not a fucking
Are you gonna play us
concert
out tonight?
concert ukulele
Pianist. That's what it's called.
pianist.
I'm pretty sure it's penis.
I'm not a concert level ukulele player by any means, but I play a lot, and I'm not bad, and I have fun, and it's because I just keep fucking playing. What do you mean? Podcasting makes articulating your ideas when talking to someone else a lot better.
It really
makes it
does,
much easier
yeah.
to do. Yes.
Whenever now
Creighton is way better at it now than when we started. Creighton was in the if you guys ever go back, and don't, it's not fun, but if you ever go back and watch us for whatever reason on our YouTube, Creighton was terrible. He really was. I'm not trying to. This isn't me trying to be mean or digging on him. He just wasn't good.
Comparison, or
What?
is that just like I was terrible all around?
You were terrible at trying to get your point across about whatever you were talking about. Very few things you were good, and even now you're not like, you're not a lecturer, but you're way better at it. I mean, we're talking 140 podcasts later. Like, I can sit here and just put my mic up, eat a whole piece of pizza, drink some coffee, down a water bottle, and you'll still be going. And like it'll be you talking and like getting an idea out, and then I'll finish and be able to come back and continue that conversation.
And I can convince
used to
people
be
about a movie with Copenhagen,
right?
And us suing each other.
You can get your ideas out and flesh them out properly, and you couldn't a year ago. And and for 1 year, that's pretty incredible because
Imagine
most
what
people,
next year's gonna be like.
dude, there's most 35, 40-year-olds in America can't get an idea out properly. They see something in their head, they understand what their argument is in their head, but they can't word it properly.
I think I'm going.
Arguing is such a
I think I'm going to peak right here, right now, and then we come back a year from now. It's just worse than
it's
it was.
just
in the
way
beginning.
worse than the beginning. This is the best it's ever gonna be, folks. Hop off now, all you
It's
got.
all
chance.
down here from, but it's
It's
like
all
a roller
downhill.
coaster. It's gonna be fun on the way down. Everybody will be screaming. People will probably throw up. Like it's gonna be awful.
I was talking to
Stomachs will
I wanna
turn.
change the subject real fast.
Okay, go ahead.
Mike was talking about something earlier, and I just thought about it. Yeah, Mike.
Okay.
And he was talking about social media and how because we were talking about the Facebook thing. I was talking to him about it as well, about them
gotcha.
losing all that money.
Yeah.
Are you looking to make it big on Twitch, like
Probably.
i.e. like 100 to 600 viewers,
We're trying.
or are you just streaming to have fun? It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Like,
It'd be nice.
here's
to
how
make
I see it.
money.
If it would be cool to make money doing this. It would be cool to, like, if I'm being 100% honest, if you gave me the option right now, like, I don't know if I would do it.
What is it?
I was going to say, if you 50-50'd me, say, like, if right now you'd be doing well enough to just pay your bills and be happy, or you
Just doing this?
just doing this, or continue at the rate you're going and it might get huge one day, what would you do? And part of me was about to say, take the like, pay the bills, but then the other part of me is like, I don't know, I feel like there's definitely something here between not just our podcast, but like the few podcasts that I do in general,
Yeah.
like on this channel. I feel like between all of them, if I'm being super honest, I really feel like this is my future, doing this.
Yeah.
It to some capacity.
It feels like my
whether
future
it's
too,
what
you
it,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
it does. It really
Yeah.
does. I feel like we're gonna be doing this for a long time. Whether it's shirts off or something else that we decide to do or like change in some way.
Yeah.
Like if we Woody Wilcox it, get a third person
You'll
that we
always
just click
be my
with.
sidekick, man. I think you'll be all right.
Right.
You're the Robin to my Batman.
I do expect to like make it big, if that's what you're saying. Like I do expect at some point we'll have like a much bigger audience that's here regularly.
Have you ever seen The Green Hornet?
Yeah, I love that movie.
That-
Oh wait, before we get
Okay, go ahead.
guys, remind us Green Hornet. I want to get back on the social media thing. I was
Okay,
gonna say.
sorry, go ahead.
We were
Go ahead.
talking about Twitter and social media in general, and he was like, I don't really use social media. Facebook's the only one. This is Mike talking.
Yeah.
He's like, Facebook's the only one I have, and I really only have it to keep
doesn't
up
have
with
Twitter?
people. He doesn't have anything.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know that
Nothing.
about Mike.
Yeah,
That's why
he
I
isn't-
was kind of
it's
like
weird,
blown
right?
away.
That's a weird thing for him.
like
Because
he seems like the kind of guy that at least would like
Have
be
everything.
interested in Twitter.
not even a little bit.
Really?
He hates. He
What
doesn't
about
even-
Discord? Not even
None of it.
Discord?
He has a Discord only because I needed him to have it to send him links
Oh,
from
okay.
down here. Like, but he doesn't use it. And
He
I
doesn't
doubt
have like
he
a
has
Twitch or anything either.
I don't know. I mean, I think he has a couple of those things, but he never uses any of
The
them.
only
or
reason
even
I ask is because he seems like he's more into gaming, and those things are more directed towards.
he's
gaming.
into gaming, but he's not into gaming like I'm. It's a different
Okay,
thing.
I
He
got you.
likes video games. I'm into gaming. It's
But,
it's a weird.
But what was he
there's
saying
a weird
about the
correlation.
Facebook thing?
He was just stating that like it's a problem for a lot of people, and I was like, yeah, it is, and I know people who like it's an issue,
And
and
he just has Facebook.
Yes, but what I'm saying, he doesn't think it's a problem for him. He doesn't have a problem with social media. He was like, it's crazy to him and to me that people have as big of an issue with it as they do.
What do you mean, like they hate social media, or
Like,
like
no,
what do you
it-
mean with the problem?
Like social media is toxic for them. And the problem is that a lot of people just can't stay away from the drama. They have to follow it. They have to see what's happening next.
Oh yeah.
And for me, I'm on like all of it. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, not Facebook. It's the only one I'm not really on. But Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Imgur, Twitch, obviously. And I love all of these things. And to me, I'm so against drama
yeah.
that I think that's the reason. I just stay away
Look,
from it.
I'm gonna be real with you. The only like reasons I even get on my social media, really, besides like Messenger and Snapchat, is like to talk about the podcast, and like you know,
Yeah.
like in the case
That's
of
the
my
only thing
uncle
I
that
ever
passed away.
post on Snapchat on my story. The only
Yeah.
thing I ever post on my story
Or
is
like
about
if we're
is
doing
on this.
something like amazingly
If I do that.
cool, or like you know, there's a fun picture that we could do.
Yeah, very rarely. Sometimes I'll post something, but
But
most of the time,
but like you know these people that get on there and they're like looking at like so and so's going through a breakup and they want to see both sides of what the other person's posting about them
Yeah.
and this and that. There, I've never subscribed to that part of social
I
media.
hate like
And
dramatic, like
I
drama
never
shit.
will. Like you know what I mean? Now, granted, I might see something funny. I'm like, that's hilarious.
Like when I
you know,
watch, when I
but-
watch David Dobrik's vlogs, I'll watch every vlog when they
Yeah.
were coming out regularly. I would watch each one, but there was a string of them that were kind of dramatic, like
Yeah.
about Trisha Paytas and everything.
Yeah.
and I was
you were
like,
just like,
I
you
just-
didn't care.
I watched it, but I'm never gonna rewatch
Yeah.
it, and I'll rewatch all of his
But-
videos. I rewatch them all the time because they're funny and entertaining, but
Yeah.
not the ones that are drama.
A good example of this for me is like we had one of our friends have a falling out with somebody else in our friend group about a month or two ago.
Mm.
And like
Is it the one I'm thinking of?
yeah,
Okay.
and somebody just kept telling me about like all these memes they were posting and like it's like fucked up because it was low key talking shit
Yeah.
about the other person. I was like, "Oh, that's fun." Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's funny.
And- but other than that, like that's the extent that I would acknowledge it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry.
But that's about as dramatic as it gets for me on
Yeah,
my social media.
Like I see drama on Twitter, and
I
if
don't
it's
post about my personal stuff either. I feel like it's
I post about personal stuff, but it's like
like
jokes. Like I
like
post about
that's
like
one
I'll
thing,
make
but I
fun
mean,
of
you're not,
myself or
like-
make fun of others, and sometimes if I have a real opinion on something, I will say my opinion. But like anything that's like serious or dramatic that I talk about, it's about fucking Call of Duty,
Yeah.
like stuff I'm mad about
Well-
like video games and developers and shit. I'm not
Well,
like
it's-
I'm not like I can't believe that Creighton won't like
Yeah.
talk about Star Wars with me tonight.
Exactly.
Like fucking like it's
Exactly.
not dumbass.
And it's not like
dramatic
take, for
shit.
instance, when you and Kayla were together. Like
Yeah.
it's not like you were posting all the time. Like look at me and Kayla being
yeah,
all cute. and
I don't
cuddly
like
together.
I don't
You
like
know
that
what I mean?
kind of
it's
shit.
Not even,
yeah.
it's not even that either.
Like,
yeah.
I'd have to be. I don't think I could be with anybody and post like, "I'm so proud of us." Like I'd be the kind of person that like if we were together
you
for
feel?
like 5 years or something, like I
Yeah.
might do
Me
like
and
the
you?
yearly. If I was with someone, I said
Oh.
if I was with
You're with
somebody,
me?
Creighton, shut the
Sorry.
fuck up. If I was with somebody and like I ever posted anything, it would be like one if we got engaged or something. I'd be like, oh, we're engaged. Or like if it had been like a whole year, I'd be like, been a whole year with this one, I'm super happy, blah, 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 something like
Yeah.
that. But I'm not the person that's like, oh my God, look at us, it's so amazing. And even if even if she was posting stuff, I would like them, sure, but I'm not the kind of
Yeah.
person that's like, oh, OMG, babe, I totally agree, blah, blah, blah. Like I'm not that
I
that
hate to
person.
throw them under the bus, but Marcy and Bailey are a lot like
They're pretty much like,
like
that.
you
They're
know,
very
but
gushy
but
online.
there's sweet pictures of them. Like
Yeah,
they'll
they're
be
nice.
standing at a beach
I'm
or
not
like
saying
holding a
don't-
dog and something.
Yeah, I'm not saying don't do that.
I know, but it's kind of hilarious because you were just describing them to a T, pretty
yes,
much. Like
that's definitely them. But I'm not like that.
yeah.
Is all I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm not that person. I'm not the person that posts all that stuff. I'm not very like even with like my family and stuff like I'm not the kind of person that
Do you know if we're having a high school reunion, by the way? Now that we're talking about the social media,
oh my God, this will be our 5-year. Well, do they do 5-year or do they start at 10 years for
I think it's
reunions?
determined by the class president,
I think so
and
too.
that would be Will.
Will. I don't think Will would. Will probably won't even do any.
Will's just like no.
We'll be 20 years deep and be
We
like,
need
are
to-
we ever doing a high school reunion?
You know who we need to talk to is Malik. He would be able to put that together.
He probably would.
Yeah, because he was way more of the
Will
social.
probably would too if you like now. Like if you
Yeah.
got him interested, if you were like, hey, are we gonna do a 5-year? He might get something
I need to
together.
message him
Yeah,
just
we're
out of the
close. We should see if that's happening.
Yeah.
I'd love to do a 5-year
Yeah,
reunion.
right? Like all
It'd
of
be
us
cool to see a lot of
high-fiving.
people.
Let's go to Dave and Buster's.
I don't know.
Then a lot of
Look at
people-
where Nick has come in the past few years. Do you see yourself following a similar path, or is podcasting too small of a subcategory in Twitch?
No.
Here's how I see it. Do I think we'll ever have 70,000 people watching us? No. I never think we'll have that
Yeah.
live. I really don't. Will we ever have something like that on YouTube? I think potentially, yes.
Potentially, yeah.
I don't think we'll ever have that many people tuning in live to like 2 hours of the day. The reason people like Nick have that many viewers is because they don't have 70,000 viewers from the time they start to the time they end that are there the whole time. He'll have 400,000 people watch him that are there, in chunks. We stream a podcast about 2 hours is is the most you and me ever do. With Michael and Aleem,
It's about 3
it's
or 4
more
hours,
it's more like 2.5 to 3.5. The first one was 4. But in one day, I think this will get to where we're doing like 4 hours when we have more formatted show, and if we ever get a third person, because I really think you and me, it's about finding the right third. Our Chelsea, we need our Chelsea.
Yeah.
Whether it's like one of our friends, like I've already told Carly that it's gonna be her if she ever decides to do it.
You know what?
But what?
Like, damn it, there was something.
Hold on, let me finish saying this real quick, man.
Go ahead.
You try and find that, and write it down. Write things down if you remember.
I wanted to address what he was asking.
The who?
How do you? Like if we ever think we'll be like Nick.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. So on Twitch, here's how I see it. Twitch is a new market still.
Yeah.
Twitch is 10 years old, whatever. TV is 80 years old. TV's like huge, and it took a long time for channels to get recognized. Twitch is still in its infancy. I really do believe that. There's some huge channels doing some big things, but as far as an industry goes, there aren't tens of millions of people watching Twitch every day. There's millions of people watching Twitch every day, but it's not like 20, 30, 40, 50 million people, I don't think, that are on here yet. There's not that many. And I think Twitch is on its way to being one of the TV services we have.
I believe too.
And I think that podcasting is podcasting on its own on Twitch, like live streaming like this. Podcasting's big, sure, but having this show, this interactive live thing, there aren't a ton of them. There's some big ones. Trainwrecks does a huge podcast on Thursdays. It's funny. There are some radio shows that have started doing Twitch, but I think that we're still in our infancy. And, some people are going to end up going to talk shows and podcasts because they don't want to watch games when they come to Twitch for the first time. And if we can maintain that top 20 list and people see us and we keep our cool names, they're going to see it, and they'll be like, oh, shit, and click on us, and that's how we grow. That's how we find people who want to come watch us and see. And then every once in a while we find someone like Hamid who sees us through Nick's thing. Yeah. Which, that doesn't happen a lot on our stuff, honestly. Most of the people that find us by accident. Yeah. Which is honestly no offense against you, Hamid. This isn't me saying I hope no one from InFam shows up. I like it more when people find us randomly because
they don't think of you as that guy from InFam.
Yeah, they think of us as our own things, which is fun. And I'm not saying if 800 people showed up all at once from InFam, that would be cool. I'm not saying that's not good. I'm saying that it shows me more that people are here for us because of who we are rather than who we are in other places, if that makes sense. And I'm not trying to discount any viewer specifically.
You know what's crazy? I wanted to kind of address this thing. Is I think I'm very much of the same mind as you. Twitch is very much a new thing, and it's I feel like we're gonna grow as Twitch grows.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
And I feel like that the more that Twitch becomes available, the more because my mom, who is, for no offense, but not technically savvy, as much as you, or
tech savvy, not technically savvy.
Tech savvy as much as you, or the average person who gets on Twitch is on Twitch and doesn't just watch us, watches other stuff.
She does, or only watches us?
I think she watches other stuff too. She was telling me the other day, I feel about something that she was watching either on YouTube or Twitch or something. But I mean,
there's a lot of channels that I could put her on the sheet. There's a lot of cool music channels where people do live music.
We're definitely bleeding into that era of where Twitch is starting to spread out to people who aren't just growing up as infants on the internet, or growing up as kids on the internet, you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
We're starting to become more available to people who aren't just on this kind of network all the time.
It is astronomically ridiculous that Sophia watches us.
Yeah.
To put it, that's kind of what you're saying.
Exactly.
It's crazy that people are finding us who want to watch us at all.
That's the other side of the spectrum.
Yeah, the crazy thing is that there are 13-year-olds that sit here and, for whatever reason, listen to our fucking madness.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what I mean. You got people from the older generation coming into Twitch. They're starting to figure shit out. And you got people that are coming into Twitch as this thing that they're going to grow up with. And 10, 15 years down the line, they're gonna be like, Twitch was that thing that I used to watch in high school or middle school, and like it's gonna be something that you can just pull up on your TV, or maybe like which you can pull up on your TV now, but I mean maybe something more accessible to where like
it's a channel on television.
exactly.
Which with smart TVs, it straight up
It
is.
is,
It's
yeah,
literally
it
a
is.
channel now.
And
Like it was built into that TV when I got
and
it.
I think it's going to be, like I said, I think it's going to be one of those things that evolves not just to have like people playing video games on it or people just doing podcasts on it. You're probably going to be able to watch it like you would watch TLC or like TBS.
And you literally can now. Like
Yeah.
that time really actually is here.
Yeah.
Like that TV over there, when I go to bed at night and I cut my computer off, I use my remote and I go to Twitch and I am going through the channels like TV channels.
and
they're straight up, that's how they're formatted on
You know
television.
what this reminds me of so much is like, you know how back in the old days you only had like 4 TV channels.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day they played the pledge and it was it. It was over until the morning. That's what ending a stream is like for us right now. But I
Yeah.
feel like at some point one day we're probably going to get to a place where the channel's on 24/7 just with different shows and different people. Potentially.
This one specifically?
Yeah.
Maybe. Like I'm sure there will be Twitch streams like that.
Yeah.
Ours specifically, maybe. It would be cool if like Charlie Boy, the name on Twitch, ends up becoming like a network of podcasts where
Yeah.
it's not always me.
Yeah.
It's
And
always
like
someone.
Yeah.
And we're always cutting to new ones. But you can do that. You can play past broadcasts live on your channel instead of just having the videos up,
yeah.
so that people can just tune in to wherever it's at right now. So they don't have to go back and
So that way the
find
stream never ends, and it's just that constant like revolving door of viewers coming and going.
I would do that, but I don't want to do that with any of the stuff we
Oh,
have
yeah,
now. I
yeah,
want to do
yeah,
that
yeah.
in the future when we have multiple
We
stuff, like
definitely need to
things.
be like
Creighton with kept hair. Pause, champ.
We just definitely need to
Kept hair.
be like in a place where number one we're living together, and number two like we have like multiple affiliates of the channel that would be churning out their own content for the channel itself. You know?
Yeah. Hold on. I just want to do something real fast.
What are you doing?
Will this stay loaded when it load? Hold on. Will this load and then? Okay, so that's there. Now if I do pop out chat here. Sorry, I just had an idea for what I'm gonna do with that new stop. Where are you?
Are you gonna put pop out chat on it?
I'm gonna like open that other overlay. Hold on. God damn it. It's like it's not. I can't grab it. It's like stuck. Look at it. It's in the wrong spot. Come. What the hell? Why is it doing this? There we go. Okay, I had to make it wide. Okay. Just so everybody sees it, like when we're doing it, the new overlay will be like this. There's 4 boxes, but there'll only be 3 or 2 people because of me and Creighton. But what we're gonna do is this right here, where let me find it. This is right here. Properties. Go here, and then I think it's this one. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna do the chat.
Yeah. So like
Oh, you
people
should.
in the new box, people will see.
It's so small though.
Yeah, but it's still there.
It's
for
a work
people.
in progress.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. And I can just do it like this, and make it big, and then
Bro,
put
I
it.
need glasses to read that. What the fuck?
There you go.
And now you got it coming on to me.
But you
and
know what
I'm
I mean.
not docilely.
I'm not so grump. But yeah. Something I always tell my friend, you just have to have fun. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I feel like when you have fun, that's when it happens, when you least expect it. Like doing the podcast, yeah, 100%. Like when we started this, Creighton, early on, I'd be sufficient to say that there were times where you felt very down by how the podcast was doing, like by
Yeah,
numbers, because
yes.
Creighton's very much a see it. He has to see it happening to understand how good it's doing. And like he didn't realize that like tonight's numbers since we started, like as soon as the
And
video is over,
I still look at numbers. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I just don't make much of a big deal about it, but I
Yeah.
do look, you know what I mean?
like when we go live, like we have between 5 and 6 people here after the video usually that are already like here ready to watch us. There's gonna be 2 Charlies. I can barely handle looking at one. There won't be 2. Nah, that other camera is just there because
there
I
will
was.
technically be 2 if we do a wide shot.
Oh well, yeah, maybe, but the wide shot won't be like on another camera. I don't think it might be. I might do that. Like if we decide to just say fuck this overlay and use the other one,
Yeah.
which I'd be down if I'm being honest. Like I'd kind of want to do that, but what I mean is damn it, you took me off of it. What was I gonna say? No, why'd you
Come on,
do
you
that?
got it.
What was
You
I
got it.
talking
Look,
about? What was I
look,
talking
look
about
at
before that?
You're talking about the
Oh, the numbers.
numbers.
when we start, we have 5 or 6 people right away, and we usually end up hovering between 7 and 11 or 12 for the rest of the night. But what that means is that's how many people are there in that moment. By the end of the podcast, when I go back and look at the numbers, like 35, 40 different people have come and seen some of the podcasts. And most of those are just my friends who don't want to chat while they're watching. They just come in and listen for a second. Which, like, to go back to what Hamid was saying, is a big way that these channels grow. Like, if either of you are really thinking about doing this, King or Hamid, like, just do it. You're never going to know until you start doing it, until people start watching. Because, like, for me, I'm not lying. If we still only had 5 people watching us total,
We'd probably
instead
still
of,
be doing it.
I'd 100% be doing it, whether Creighton was doing it with me or not. I would find a reason to stream. Like, the fact that we get to do these is when we do them is the only reason I don't like focus on gaming streaming, because one, my computer is a nice computer, but like it still like glitches a little bit and crashes every once in a while if I try and game too hard and stream at the same time. And I don't want to I don't want to put it through that yet. And also I don't want to like mix content.
Yeah.
I like streaming the podcast and I like streaming games, but I really like streaming the podcast. And like when I'm playing games, I don't pay attention to the chat as much as I want. It's not as interactive, and it could be if maybe me and Creighton did like a Game Grump style thing where
whenever we played what was it, Firewatch.
Firewatch. We did that, but
that was pretty fun.
It was fun, but like I think if you and me are gonna do it, we can't play something so story driven.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if we ever do, it would be like a special occasion. And we'd have to have big numbers to like justify doing it.
Like, if we weren't having like a lot of viewers in here, I'd still like to do it just to sit here and chat with you, because like some of our conversations are so fun to have.
They really
are so funny to like pick at you and you pick at me. Like, you know, it's one of those things. Like, I love doing it, and I'll do it regardless if it's just you and me or if we got like 8 people here.
If you
or
guys,
100 people here.
If anybody here who watches the podcast super regularly, like who has been doing it, like Copenhagen or Flint when he's here. Most of me and Creighton's friendship for the last year and a half now has been filmed.
Yeah.
More than has not.
I'd say like 75 to 80%.
Yeah, 75 to 80% of the time me and Creighton have spent together in the last year has been filmed and put on our YouTube. Like, it's these podcasts. Katie, I sent Creighton a video of him. Okay, yeah, we saw.
Yeah, I should have, Charlie.
And, like, one, that's one of those things that when I think about that number, I'm like, this is the reason I'll go back and watch this one day, is like how it'll be so weird to see how
have you looked
ridiculous
at
we were
on YouTube lately?
Not really. I don't look at those.
I don't
like watching.
I've got where I haven't look, because I haven't been doing promos as much because we upload it so regularly. It's like
now, I upload them usually within a day or two of each one.
It's so regular that I'm just like, why would
Speaking of which, before we start playing Last of Us after the stream, make me start uploading last night's episode so I can upload this one later. So I don't forget.
But it's like, what's the point of advertising it when if you really watch the YouTube, you should have your notifications turned on, right? For it, if
Wait,
you do
what?
an upload. Well, that part of the reason why I don't like I don't do.
Well, I would
the
always
promos
advertise
as
if we
much.
want people to watch them, but to me, honestly, I don't care. At this point, the YouTube isn't about me hoping people watch it. It's about having it all cataloged, because it's not going to stay on Twitch forever, and I can't keep the hard copies on my computer forever.
It's hard to
because they just take up so much room.
Yeah.
Like I have a lot. I've got like fucking.
Yeah,
I've got the last like 80 or 90 episodes
we're
on my
averaging-
computer right now, and I need to delete them soon because my computer's getting a little slow.
Yesterday had a big one, 7 views.
Really? Yesterday's episode?
Yeah.
Like number 42?
Yeah.
What?
142. 141 hasn't had any views yet.
Yeah, it's weird how like that. The 142.
We did get into some serious subject matter on 142 though.
Yeah, that might be because of. Wait, what was 142?
That was like we just got back from the weekend and we were talking about like how.
Well, tonight's 44, so that was Tuesdays. 42 was Tuesdays.
Okay, yeah.
So what were we talking about then?
I don't remember.
40. Yesterday we opened the present, so I expect that one to get some.
What's up, Matt?
Matt here?
Yeah.
Matt, why are you awake? Y'all should do an alternate reality episode. Swap seats and act like each other. Hey,
Hey,
are you
look.
texting him? You
No,
fool.
I really didn't.
How dare you? I average around 80 to 200 views on my YouTube.
because
No
I
self
can't
promo,
find
just talking numbers. What do you do? Are you like doing a podcast there, or are you watching other stuff?
Yeah, so like the one with the most views in like the last.
Because I can't fucking sleep.
The one with Clem has a lot of views.
Yeah, the one with Clem. How many is it at?
It's at like 30 views.
It would have a lot because I mean he tweeted that out. I did. I know people went back and watched it and talked about it with me. Bro, I
Yeah.
love him so much. That is such a good
So-
he's such a misunderstood human in our community because he's like the troll. He's like he just makes disgusting jokes, and like I hate when people. I know people in this community that I love dearly. Like I love like friends, you know, like really close friends who they judge people so quickly. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
hate when people judge quick and
I
don't give
hate
people
that.
a chance.
Yeah, it's awful.
And like I feel bad because I'm like, why do we hate that person? Why do we hate him? Why do we hate her now?
Damn. Like the Power Online interview has 51 views.
Yeah, those ones will get some views.
The interview ones get like a fuck ton of
They
views.
do. Well, you got to think there's someone being interviewed who's gonna say,
Like,
"Hey, go
yeah.
watch my interview."
Yeah.
Like with you and me, it's just you and me. We don't care as much. You know what I mean? Like, what about the ones with? What about the new ones with?
with the Liam in them?
Yeah, are they getting?
They're
any?
getting a lot too. Let's see. Hold on.
Like a lot, or
No,
just
more
than
than we
us?
get.
Yeah. So let's see. Hold on. Where's
Let's
the
see.
other
They're
stuff?
averaging about 9 to 10.
Yeah. So the first one has 9. The second one.
As one.
Where's the? Wait. Oh, okay. There it is. Yeah. So not really. That first one had a lot, and then the
Yeah.
rest not really. But I mean, yeah, stuff like that.
But it's weird. Like we're definitely picking up in viewership. Like people are going back and watching the older ones, and I feel like
Which is weird to me.
somebody's going through, or a lot of them are going through to like keep up. You know what I mean? And like we
I
just
know that
produce them so regularly.
That's what Noelle said her problem was when she was watching.
Yeah.
Was that she would get like 15 behind because like I would wait forever to there was a point where I was only uploading like every 3 weeks and I'd upload like 10 at a time. So the few people that do watch only on YouTube were like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
And I have to like comb through these, make the time to watch them. I get like 40 views on my videos from back in the day, but that's because I targeted specific subjects. There have been highlights and some low lights. There have been some highlights and some low lights. Okay, I think I understand what you're saying,
I
Copenhagen.
wonder what the first one has at it now.
Wait, hold on. Every once in a while, mainly vlogs with my friends. Been uploading videos for the past 2 years. I have like 178 subs, but like you, I mainly do it for my friends and I to watch it, a time capsule, if you will. I can link it if you want. Yeah, send it to me on Discord. Here, let me go. I forgot to add you.
Yes, you're right, Copenhagen. The first one has 105 views.
Oh, how do I? There we go. Sent you a request. Wait, what does the first of our podcast?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
I wonder what the comment section looks like.
Is there comments on it?
Hold on, I'm going.
I feel like there aren't that many comments on our. There's no way, right? Like,
Hold
on, my channel, videos. how many total videos is
Would
it?
you kiss Burt Reynolds? Is that in the first episode?
I wouldn't be surprised, dude. I love
Would
looking
you
at these
kiss him?
thumbnails. Look at you can really tell from like from.
We have 2 comments.
Hold on, where's it stop? I'm trying to figure
Oh,
out.
it's from Tori.
Okay, stops right here. No, here. It's still there here. Is it still there?
It stops around like 40 something.
It was episode 82 was when we stopped having the painting behind you.
Really?
Yeah, that's more than 60 episodes it's been since the painting's been gone.
I'm sad.
Isn't that crazy?
Damn, we got the new overlay in episode 23.
Yeah, we had a lot of episodes without it. Isn't that crazy?
We only had 17. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking at viewership.
It's crazy to me that MFAM video got as many views as it got.
How many views?
4.6 thousand.
Jesus.
Like Nick, like there's a command in his chat and everything for it. Like
Really?
if you do, I think it's MFAM video, exclamation point MFAM video or exclamation point like tribute
It
video.
looks really good. Like this is one of your first.
Like
YouTube?
sure, it's I like what it is and what it meant back then, but now I don't like it very much. Like when
Really?
I watch it, I'm like, I could make such a better video. Like it's that kind of thing, you know? Like
Yeah.
I didn't have the right equipment. Like right now I can make a fucking dank video. Like I can make a great video right now. You know what I mean? Like I've got the equipment to make much better shit. But you know, I'm still working on something. I have to get that hard drive on the other computer. I have to back that hard drive up and get all the files cuz when this one crashed about 8 or 9 months ago, really like a year ago, I lost everything. I lost all my footage
I
from
remember
the last like 4
'cause, like we couldn't
years
do a
of
podcast for like a whole week or something like that.
I had 4 years of events and video and B-roll from events, and it's all still in that computer, but I don't have any of it on this computer, and I need all of it for this computer. So I had like 40 minutes of a documentary I was making about the MFAM and Nick and all our events and all the people in the MFAM, like a really great. I was so happy with what it was coming out as, and one, I'm kind of glad it went down so that when I started, it's like new eyes on a new project, and 2, I had a lot of music that I wouldn't be able to like. If Nick ever wanted to watch it on stream,
He wouldn't.
he wouldn't have been able to anymore. So now if I make it, I'll probably only use stuff like from Shad, Nalim, and those guys because I have their permission, and we can watch it on Twitch, and so can Nick. All that's like free to use. And I would just make it with non-copyright music and do that. Which like has one feel to it. Like there's some songs I've listened to that I like. When I was playing, I was like, man, like the very beginning. You remember seeing the beginning that I had done with the song. What was the song?
From Born Legacy or something?
No, not that. That was our thing. That was from our podcast. But it was
oh,
something
you're
else.
talking about for the video. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I can't remember what it was, but it was really good. And like I can't remember what it's called. Fox on the run, fly away. Fox on the run. That song. It's Fox. I can play the first couple seconds of it. Hold on. Fox on the run. What's it called? Wait. Yeah, this song.
No, please don't sing. Oh, I remember this.
That shit. That song. That was the from David Dobrik's. Bro, yes, that's the reason I did it was because of the video when they go to Vegas, and that's like one of the songs from his like video. I watched it on his vlog and I was like, I have to make something with that. And then that video, his vlog is literally the reason I started the actual putting together of that documentary finally, because I'd just been collecting video. I took like Learn TV studio cameras and it was like took them to Michigan and filmed like ridiculous like 4K video on those because those cameras are fucking stupid. They're so nice. Was that sound from here? Yeah, yeah, Junior. Sorry, you must have me on another tab or something. I did it in one of my videos. That's how I started. Yeah, exactly. It's such a good opening song, but that's what I was doing. Like that's what I love doing with videos in general is just making them like making you want to continue watching.
I heard something come from my computer, and now I'm afraid my computer's gonna blow.
No, that was us. That was us. It was really. Was it this? Was it this sound right here? Hold on. Because that's what it was.
Why are you scaring Rickman like that?
I'm sorry, Junior. I love you, dude. I mean, I like you as a friend. It sounded like a CPU just got blown up. It's like a transformer went off in the neighborhood. But yeah.
Actually, that's not what a transformer would sound like at all.
What's it sound like? Not you fucking dork. Yeah. David Dobrik has been more active on TikTok than YouTube. Shaking my head. I'm so sad he stopped doing his vlogs.
Hey, do you know anybody named Brian Armiz?
Brian what?
Armiz?
Armiz?
Yeah.
Spell it.
Armiz.
Armiz?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Not by that name. Not by like name. Not by. I don't think of anything that comes to mind. Because
Savannah
the fade is
in
perfect.
his blog.
Oh my god, Savannah.
His vlog.
No audio reamping at all. Exactly. It's just fucking awesome. Like you don't want to touch it. David Dobrik said he would come back when Saddle Ranch opens back up with numbers in LA. Right now, it's not looking too good. Yeah, exactly.
Is he gone right now? Oh, you told me
he hasn't done a YouTube video in like a year.
What?
It's been close to a year. It's probably been 10 or 11 months now. 1 in 5 have COVID.
Is that why you're
California?
watching? What's his name? That's like the really country version of.
Not country, just
like
more like I guess. I mean, just redneck doesn't even sound right. It's just he just does that kind of stuff. He's not like he's very much not. He's from Florida. Danny Duncan. I love Danny Duncan now. It's been 8 months. Yeah.
All these guys have like fucking
perfect names.
Well, alliteration.
David Dobrik, Danny Duncan.
Alliteration.
If you want to watch some more, David, watch some Jason Nash. I watch Jason some. I just don't like his channel as much.
What did I say his name? Brian Armiz? I'm going to see what comes up on YouTube when I type that in.
What the fuck is he doing in Spartanburg if he's some kind of big he must not be some giant vlogger.
He must just be somebody with a vlog.
Yeah, Savannah
which
might
is
just
basically us.
Savannah yeah, it's literally, we're just doing this thing. It's not like anything. Hold on. Brian Armiz. Let's see. That's Brian Chess, Brian World, Brian and Brianna Activities Games, 7 subscribers. I don't see Brian Armiz anywhere.
I don't see him either. Oh shit, she might have like
she got duped,
some
bro.
kind of video.
Tell her to stay away from him.
This like hey.
Brian, stay away from Brian, Savannah. There's no pace to his videos. They are very slow. Yeah, like the thing that's great about David's is like if you go back and watch them, like it's like watching a whole episode of a TV show, but he squeezes it down to 4 minutes. It's nuts. Like you feel like you just got finished watching a whole thing in
Yeah.
4.5 minutes. Like, he's incredibly good at pacing. Like, he's such a good reviewer of movies and film and everything. Like David, like, it's weird when you hear him talk about them. Like, he knows what he's saying. Like, he says such little. Watch, if you guys want to watch something like some David Dobrik content, if you haven't seen it, look up You Up with Nikki Glazer talking to David Dobrik on her show. She has David Dobrik on. It's like 30 minutes long, and you get an insight to how smart he really is when he's talking to
With
someone
this
else.
stuff, yeah.
Because
And
she's
how
an intelligent, really funny comedian, and he's an intelligent, like, comedian YouTuber, and the two of them talk shop and have fun, and like, it's just a really good conversation. I've watched it like 10 times. It's like it's sometimes whenever I get into like really creative moods, I watch people that I really love again and again. Like, to kind of wrap back to earlier, Theo Vaughn has a podcast where he has a prostitute on, and she has to like wear a hat and glasses and like a jacket and kind of cover herself so it's not like super obvious who she is. And it's an incredible podcast. Like, it's raunchy because he's a very like raunchy comedian and she's a prostitute. So like they talk about like they have conversations like that like dudes would want to have with a prostitute, but at the same time he's going at it in like a thoughtful way.
Yeah.
Where he's like
not just like
he's asking
so what's
funny
it like
questions.
sucking dick?
Yeah, like he's asking funny questions, but he's asking them in a way that has some real like insight into like asking real questions.
Yeah.
It's a really good podcast, and it's really long. It's like, hold on, it's like I want to say it's at least an hour 40, but for some reason
I
it
was about to
sounds
say it's a minute and 45 seconds.
Theo Vaughn
It's so long.
podcast.
That's for all the people that out there that are just on TikTok.
A sex worker. So yeah, it's an hour and 50 minutes, an hour and 48 minutes.
Yeah.
It's episode 132 of This Past Weekend. That's the show. His show is called This Past Weekend, and it's a great podcast. Casey Neistat will forever be my favorite, and I frame my videos around him. But when filming with friends, a David Dobrik style video comes so naturally. Yeah, it's really easy to film the actual footage for a David Dobrik style video. It's the cutting, it's the editing that he's like phenomenal at.
Well, it's just like Kelly, who we raid sometimes. Like he takes streaming
God.
to like a whole other level because he's got like 20 cameras that he cuts to different angles from.
I think he's got 9 cameras, 7 or 9. He told me one time when he
Yeah.
was streaming. I forgot to ask. If he's live tonight, we'll rate him again.
And then
Because Hamid, you want to see him.
but it's
Because
like
just in terms of streaming, it's just you
it's
don't even
honestly
understand.
an art form. The
It's-
way
yeah,
that
it's a
he's got
new-
it, because it's like he is live. I think, by the way.
Twitch is his Google Paint.
Yeah.
Like Twitch is his.
And it's
like,
crazy.
OBS is his paintbrush, and Twitch is his canvas.
It's crazy that he has so few viewers.
It's
to me,
unbelievable
for the
to me.
production
He's got
quality
a lot
that
of,
he has.
He's got a lot of subscribers,
yes.
but like he's the kind of streamer that should have he should have 1,000 people watching
Yeah.
him at every
I'm
given moment.
honestly surprised that he's not not up there with Nick and them, obviously, but
I'm
somewhere.
surprised he's not right there with Jericho and
'cause
these other big streamers.
I didn't realize he was such a small stream until I really started looking at his numbers on here. I mean, right now he's at 13 views,
Yeah, and he'll
You
hold
know?
he'll hold somewhere like he'll get up to around 25
which again,
at the peak of his stream today, probably because he's on Star Wars instead of Halo. When he's on Halo, he'll probably maintain between 35 and 50 viewers a stream, which is like that's a good viewership, and like
which is again not to say that like I mean we have 7, but it's like you said earlier, we may have 7 right now, but we could have had 35, 40 over the whole stream. You know.
yeah. When I stream, I start with about 2, and we'll peak at about 5, and end up with 3-ish. Yeah, exactly. And like that 2 to 5 ends up being like 10 throughout the whole stream. It's just that's who's there. That's how many are there the whole
Yeah.
time. And like with our buddy Kelly, I'm gonna rate him because you need to see him, Hamid. Like just so you have the like understanding of what is creatively possible on Twitch.
And like he like
The shit that he does is
he even
Insane.
uses filters for like
he
his
uses
face.
filters for his
Yeah,
cameras.
like-
He has like 7 different cameras looking at different parts of him and different parts of the room.
Yeah.
He has like Snapchat filters that do like the thing where it cuts your nose out. And it's
Yeah.
just your eyes and face. Kelly's really cool. Yeah, he's incredible.
Yes.
Like he's the kind of person like when I watch Nick, when I
Mm.
started watching Nick was getting between 700 and 900 viewers a night. He'd peak at about 1,000 on a great night, and sometimes he'd be as low as 500, like when it got really late. Within a year of that, he was at about 1.5 thousand pretty steadily, and every year it just got nuts. 1.5 turned into 3 or 4K. 3 or 4K turned into like 5 to 7K, and then 5 to 7K at the end of Black Ops 3 turned into like 10K
What's he at now?
subscribe 70,000 viewers a day.
Jesus. That's a lot.
It's a lot. And considering he was at like 500 to 1,000 5.5 years ago.
That's gonna be us, one.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Honestly, like me peaking on Twitch, like my idea for what would be like incredible for a podcast to do on Twitch would be between like some crazy shit, like dumb numbers would be like 5,000 people. If there were 5,000 people watching us, like every podcast, I mean that's a career. Like that's honestly, 500 people watching you can become your career. That can become your job. Is staying at home and doing the podcast or whatever it is you're streaming. Once you have, and really, I know people that, like Kelly does it for a living. That's his job, is streaming. And he does it to like 40, 50 people at a time during his streams, which really probably translates to 200 or 300 people a stream or more. Because he has like 400 subscribers. Like he has enough people paying that it makes it worth doing as a career.
Yeah. And he's I wonder like
he's
how
able
he
to like
did-
pay
we
bills
need
and
to
shit.
interview him.
I'd
Honestly.
I
would
be down
love
to.
that. Like if we did like a Discord call or something with.
I'll
No, how you
I'll
would do-
never do one again.
Well, how you? How
The
would
only
you
way
do
I'll
it?
ever do them
Zoom?
again is bring him here, bring him
Oh,
to our
bring him
place.
in,
If we
yeah.
once we get a place, especially.
Like, I would love to sit down. Like he just seems like he'd be fun.
Once
to hang out
Canada
with.
lets people out of Canada again, like once
Is
people
he in
can,
Canada?
yeah, he lives in Canada.
Oh damn.
I'm like 98%
We'll just sneak
sure.
over with Stuart.
No, what I'm saying is like my friend Mike will definitely come down and be on the podcast with us. There's a lot of people I'm excited to do the podcast with
Yeah.
once they come down because Chris is gonna come do it. Line Eye Racers, he's gonna come do it. Nathan's gonna come do it.
But Kelly's the one I'm excited for because it's like I would love to sit down and just talk with him about like how he started. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He's like, did he go into it buying like 8 or 9 cameras, or did he just start out like me and you with one single webcam and it grew from there?
The only
You
way
know?
I would do this podcast, like, and by this one I mean like a podcast on Discord. One, we couldn't do it with these because these don't go into Discord, which is sad,
It
but oh
sucks.
well. Like, and I think there's a way I can do it, but it's so annoying, and
Remember
it
we
would
had
fuck
the-
up the system we have right now.
Remember when we had the Zoom mic?
God, that was, dude,
That brings back memories.
right? That's like the first 40 or 50 episodes of our
Yeah.
podcast, isn't that?
And it picks up
more than
pretty
that.
well though.
It did. You could hear us, but it was
Yeah.
just so much worse. Like
yeah.
having these headphones is such
A difference.
a difference. It's bananas how much of a difference it is. Like the fact that we can hear the immediate feedback, like which changes everything.
Yeah.
And like just even now recently having the mic stands, like having real mic stands, not having that fucking where the fuck is it?
that lamp post of a mic stand.
Creighton for like look, you guys see how like we have mic stands and we don't have to hold them. I would just hold my mic until we got these, and Creighton refused to hold it, and his mouth would be like this far away, and it was hard to hear him because head ass over here
I'm a genius.
he had this lamp. He had a lamp with the actual mic stand hanging off of it by a hair bow. A hair bow, guys.
That's what we call ingenuity right there.
Yeah, it's ingenuity if it works. But you were like this far away, so everybody couldn't hear you, and it was really quiet. You turkey bastard.
You heard me well enough to.
It doesn't matter if I hear you. They have to hear you. They're the ones we're trying to get them to hear us. You turkey. I remember.
Heard me.
Hey yo, remember me when you get there? Yeah, I got a great audio setup. Yeah, at 2020 and a nice amp. Hello, Matt. Why are you LOLing, Matt?
He
At
said
what?
no, fuck the audio.
But
I think
anyway,
Matt's just
Kelly's great.
tired.
What?
I think Matt's just tired, and we're like a weird
Like,
fever dream.
LOL, yeah. I was laughing at the hair bow. There you go.
Yeah.
The hair bow's still there. You have a hair bow on that thing,
Yeah.
by the way. You
It's-
should retrieve
It's really strong.
that thing. By the way, like once we do get big, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get a glass case, and that's gonna be in a glass case behind you.
Sweet, awesome.
That's definitely gonna be like a trinket of the podcast.
What about the chair that voted for Lincoln?
100%. It'll be sitting on that chair. That'll be like what we do. Because like the place that I'm planning on eventually moving, like eventually, you know what I'm talking about, has enough space to do something like that.
What if it's like the Annabelle doll, and like one day we
Oh
come
my
in
gosh!
here,
Stop.
we come
no.
in here and the mic
How dare you.
stand's broken
How
out of
dare
the
you.
glass case,
How dare you?
and
How-
like
how
it's
dare
gonna
you.
kill our family and stuff
How dare you? How dare you?
with bad audio.
Like Ford versus Ferrari with the wrench. Exactly. Yes. Great movie, bro. I love you, Hamid.
Wait, what's Ford versus? Wait,
It's an incredible movie
So
with
what do they
Christian
do with
Bale
the
and Matt
wrench?
Damon. So Christian Bale throws a wrench at Matt Damon's character because he wants him to do some dumb shit, and Matt Damon keeps the wrench and frames it for whenever they're going to become successful. And it's like just this really cool moment, and it's a great, bro. It's a great. That movie went, dude. That movie flew under the radar. That was such a fucking great movie.
it looked good.
It's so good. It's so good. So like, at least I get to hang with you guys for a little bit. Wait, Dude, I'm equally tired and awake, but your boy's going to be awake till 7. Why till 7? You want to come play Last of Us with us? We're about to play that after the stream.
Yeah.
Last of Us 2, that is.
So Farrah said I want Annabelle as a friend. Is it because Charlie's afraid of her? Charlie just doesn't like dolls.
I don't like scary. I don't mind dolls. I hate scary shit. I mean, I have Anthony sitting in here somewhere. I have a puppet, dude.
Anthony isn't really a doll.
He's a
though.
puppet, dude. He's straight up a doll.
But he's not like the same. Like Annabelle's like. Have you ever actually seen the real Annabelle?
Yes, stop. I don't want to talk
It's a
about it. I don't want to
raggedy-
talk about it.
It's a
Part
Raggedy
2
Ann doll. See, he's
Or the
afraid of
first one,
dolls.
part 2. Creighton hasn't played. Me and Creighton played the first one. We can't play part 2 tonight.
Why
We have to
not?
play the DLC. You haven't seen that. I forgot.
That'd be alright.
No, we're playing the DLC. You have to. You have to play the DLC to
Let's just
understand.
watch it.
You have to play the DLC to understand. You don't
Let's
understand.
just watch it. And then
Watch-
we'll play it.
well, play it.
No,
Why would
we'll
we
just
play it
watch
when we
all the
can watch it?
We'll just,
Why would we watch it when we can play it?
Let's just watch it because I want to play Last of Us 2 already.
We can't play The Last of Us 2 tonight.
Yes, we can.
I've just understood that. We have to play it.
No.
You don't understand. You can't play The Last of Us 2 without playing the
I
DLC.
refuse. Oh, speaking of which, what did you think
Charlie
of
is
Cobra
a
Kai?
pussy. The first episode is incredible. I love the first episode. It's so good. It really is.
I told you.
It's so good.
It's the gold standard.
Um,
What do you think's gonna happen? No spoilers. Nobody.
Of
nobody
Cobra
in this
Kai?
fucking chat.
of
better
Cobra
spoil-
Kai,
yeah,
what's gonna
yeah.
happen? I don't know. I do not play scary games at all. That's why I'm mad that me and Resident Evil 7 in first person, as if it wasn't already scary enough. Yeah, 7 was fucking scary. 7 was fucking. Have you played the Resident
No.
Evil games? I didn't play any of them, but I watched a bunch of people play 7 because like
Hoodie, don't spoil it for him.
a family friend was the producer. Really cool. That's fucking sick.
So?
But so far, I love the first episode. It's just such a good episode. Like it's really an incredible like opening thing, and it's such a good look at that character. Like I
Johnny.
really love that Johnny's the like. I love that they're gonna do that, and I love like I can already tell. I'm really excited for the like redemption that's definitely probably gonna happen. Right? Like you can spoil that. I'm not gonna be mad at that.
I honestly don't know yet because
I thought you were. How
we're
far are you?
3 seasons in and we don't know yet.
Oh my God! What this fucking asshole
Let-
Johnny. Not a fan of the new Ralph Macchio. That's not a spoiler. Just like Johnny a lot. I understand. No. Just wait.
Wait, so, like, what was your favorite part of the first episode? And how many?
I liked a
callbacks did
lot
you
of it.
recognize?
I'll say one thing I didn't like was how predictable it all was. As soon as she hit the car, and as soon as the car went to like the guy said that it was at what's his name in the movie?
LaRusso.
LaRusso's. I was like, oh, it's gonna be his daughter. It's gonna be LaRusso. It's gonna be Danny's daughter. Like, there's no way. It's not like they focus too much on that character
For it not to be.
for it
somebody
not to be
important.
somebody important. Like I knew that immediately. Immediately I knew it was gonna be the daughter. Like I just knew, and that like made me upset. I was like, that's gonna happen, isn't it? And then it happened. I was like, I fucking knew it. Like I was like, they just
That's
had to make it.
interesting that you
I
said
really
that, though.
liked that it was gonna be super. I liked that like maybe him and Danny could have some kind of like friendship for a second because he
Yeah.
accepted it and he was like, okay, thanks, man, thank you, because it was gonna be too much to do.
Yeah.
And like I like that Danny was looking out. I like a lot of people I've heard say they don't like Danny because of how he's portrayed from Johnny's perspective, but I still like that Danny is like the guy that he is. I feel like
Oh, well, so for me, it's like straight on. Like
I
they
feel like
translated that character so perfectly from, and I think part of that's also the actor, but they translate it so perfectly from the movies to this show. Like like you're like, oh, there's no doubt in my mind that oh yeah, that person grew up to be that.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly. And I feel like he's still lovable, right?
And
I feel
yeah,
like both
absolutely.
characters are very
Well,
lovable.
so like the thing that people like harp on is because the show kind of
okay, I get you, Hamid.
as you'll get into the show, it kind of delves more like
He's supposed to be Saphir. That's why they write him that way on purpose because you have to get in on Johnny's side as the
Yeah.
main character.
It delves more into like this gray area of like who's the bad guy, who's the good guy. You know what I mean? Instead of it being as black and white as in the original movie, and you'll see that as you
Yeah.
get more into the show.
That's one thing I love about shows like that is that like you're not supposed to really hate anybody.
Yeah,
Like they're trying to let you understand that like the theme of shows like that, and honestly, weirdly, the theme of The Last of Us Part 2
yeah.
is that
It's
you're
that gray area.
it's that gray area of understanding.
Yeah,
The Last of Us 2 is a much darker version, but like with
and it
with something like Cobra Kai, it's trying to show you that like bad things happen to everybody, and everyone can be good and and have anger
Good
towards other
moments, yeah.
people, have good moments and bad moments, and the show's supposed to teach you to like everyone can be friends. You just got to figure out how. Like
And
you got to talk to each other.
the
And
funny
that's
part,
Johnny's problem in the first episode. He just wants to ignore it.
yeah, the funny part about all that is that, like, part of that show doing that is also they do it with cheesy stuff too. Like, yeah, you'll see some twists coming, but some you really won't. Like, you know,
Yeah.
and like, I think they have to do that predictable stuff for the first episode, so that way they can kind of set up stuff. But I feel like the more you like get into it, like the more you'll be like, oh, okay, this is actually like, you know, I didn't see that coming, or like, you know. But
Yeah.
even like, I get what you're saying. There's definitely, like, when I watched season 3, there was definitely moments where I was like, oh yeah, that's like, you know. But it's not like bad either, though. It's kind of like one of those fun, like, campy things. Are you ready to wrap, sir?
Oh yeah, I was about to say. I'm just checking something.
What are you checking? Is it your Domino's thing?
No, what? I
Oh.
got my Domino's yesterday. What are you talking about?
No, but I thought you were about to like get back on there and like, yep, they're still doing that check to see make that quality check.
I'm invested in Danny and Johnny's friendship. Awesome. Okay, that's
Same.
cool. But
if they go that way.
look, I know you know that I get upset by spoilers. This isn't the kind of show I'm gonna be mad about
No,
spoilers.
no. I just mean like,
If that's how you.
like no, I mean like legitimately. Like I still don't like. It's one of those things where
I think
it's
that's
like,
her spoiling it by accident. Then that's probably
no. No,
This
I mean,
podcast
like,
moves fast. We went from numbers on YouTube to Cobra Kai. I mean, bro, there's no format.
Yeah.
Like every episode, we do the weather, we do the word of the day on Urban Dictionary, and then whatever episode we are, we talk about whatever episode number it is, like something to do with that number. Like for 141, it was Task Force 141 from Call of Duty. For today, it was like whatever the definition of 144 was on
It
Google.
was like an angel thing.
It was like an angel number.
Yeah.
And other than that, there's no format. We just talk shit. We
But-
just sit here and bullshit about whatever it is we want to talk about that day. Sometimes we talk about the world. Sometimes we talk about each
Oh
other.
no, Kelly just went off.
Did he actually?
No, wait. Maybe he's not. I don't know.
Hold on. Let me go. Let me find it. Hold
Is
on.
he
Let me
on?
see. I'm gonna find
He
it.
might be on. Is this picture in black and white?
Hold on. I'll tell you. Come on, Kelly. Don't go off. I want to raid you. I need to see. Let's see.
No,
Let me
but
see.
like so.
Oh, he's still alive. He's still
What
alive.
I was gonna say about Cobra Kai is like it's
Couldn't
one of
get the
those
raid
shows
ready.
where like you can be like, well, they're gonna be friends for sure next season, and then that totally not be the case.
Yeah, and
then,
like, it's really the love story. You're hoping they
Yeah,
become
yeah.
friends. Yeah,
it's like it's really like the will they won't they.
it's like the Rachel and Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, like which I hate that one show I love that did it right was Big Bang Theory.
Mhm.
They don't make you wait the length of the show. They make you wait a little bit, but eventually everyone like kind of finds their person, and it just shows you the after of that for a while, which is cool. They show you their lives, and it's
like
fun.
The Office.
Well, like The Office. The Office does it too. See, I gotta censor a lot of my podcasts since like I go to college and stuff, so I need to not fuck up. Oh yeah. See, we don't have any futures, so this is our future. So we're just gonna go. We're gonna go like your
Honestly,
mom's house
like,
level.
Yeah, we could do whatever we wanted, and like this not affect us at all.
But here, look, guys, we love you.
Love you. As well.
Hamid, you're new, so let me go ahead and say this: we're live Mondays through Thursdays, usually after 11:30 Eastern, give or take. Sometimes a little
Sometimes
before,
12.
but a lot of the time 11:30 or 12.
o'clock, yeah.
Sometimes 12:30 even, because Creighton, like, because of his job,
Yeah.
sometimes he has to do some shit after his job.
And then we always say we're gonna do one Saturday, but we never.
We never do one on a Saturday.
We'll
I'll
say it,
probably
though.
do one Saturday with my brother and our other friend
With
Aleem.
the episode 3 podcast.
The episode 3 podcast. That's another podcast I do. It's
A little
it's
plug
very
for
it's at the
that.
very beginning of this. It's at the very beginning of its
Which
show
is
though.
just
We're
an
only on
evolved
episode.
version of two bros being
Yeah, this new episode. The next episode will be like episode 5 or 6. We don't have a lot of them yet. But that one's we're gonna do a lot of those. We're working on getting those to be like have a schedule for that as well.
And
Those will be earlier in the day though.
Sometimes I do Creighton Station.
And
which
yeah,
you
Creighton
should
has a-
check out on the
On the YouTube.
YouTube.
Creighton has his own show called Creighton Station where he interviews people that we know that are like interesting people in their own right, and he has like 1 hour, 2 hour conversations with
Yeah.
them and puts it up on the YouTube. The YouTube has a few shows on it now. It has technically has 4, but one of them has been renamed to the Episode 3 podcast. So really, it's 3. It's the Shirts Off podcast, Creighton Station, and the Episode 3 podcast.
Creighton Station is very staggered right now though, because
Yeah, those come out either like 5 or 6 in a. You taking a break for him? No, we don't take breaks. Like we do, but not because of any holidays.
Yeah. Well,
Except like
Christmas is really like the one because like we'll be traveling. And
But
stuff.
even then, we almost did one like on Christmas night. Like
Yeah.
so sometimes like
and even on New Year's Eve we almost did.
when we take breaks, it's not because of
It'll
anything
be
other than
vacation.
not even vacation. It's just because like we couldn't make it that
Yeah.
night. We couldn't do
We
it.
took one because of vacation last year. Like we took a whole week off.
Well, that was because we decided to go and do something
Yeah.
for real. Like, but we don't do that a lot, is what I mean.
Oh yeah.
We don't have like vacations like jobs have vacations.
Yeah.
If you check my channel, my upload schedule is so fucked. It's been 5 months since I've posted a video. Yeah, Like at that point, dude, that's not a
It's
schedule.
been 3 months.
That's like
since
you upload
Creighton
when you upload,
Station,
you know?
But
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
honestly because a lot of the production got stalled because my editor got busy
Yeah.
with Christmas stuff.
Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna rate our buddy Kelly real quick. He's great. You'll love him. Watch him for a few minutes. Like when we rate him and he gets the notification, he does great. He has like 200 plus OBS scenes for his stream. If there's a video I'm passionate about, I'll edit it. Exactly. But we love you guys. We'll be back. I'll be back with episode 3 either in the morning or on Saturday, and we'll be back with Shirts Off Monday, probably.
Yeah.
So we love you guys, and we will.
Probably early Monday too, since
Yeah,
we
because you get
at
off,
7.
don't you? Yeah. So we love you guys, and we'll catch you later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.